on for when our Twitch channel reaches 1,200 followers. Go ahead and someone's already did it. Nice. And go ahead and check those links out in chat. Check our Twitter, check our Instagram for details on how to enter. Once we get that, we're going to be giving away a bunch of swag, like $148 worth of swag, merch, dice from Dice Envy, Dark Matter from Mage Hand Press, and Legends of Vantress.
Wow.
We're giving away their channel.
It's a partnership.
Descent into Avernus is where it is.
Yeah, Descent into Avernus. We're giving away that. So really good giveaway. Be sure to check that out. And we also are going to be doing, when we get 50 additional subscribers, whether they be resubs, gifted subs, Amazon Prime, what have you, we'll be doing a Space Potato one-shot with the age system ran by the lovely Chase. You leaning forward. You going to say something?
I'm just really excited, and I'm thinking of ways to sweeten the deal on that. More to come.
Okay.
All hackers.
I'll hack with magic. Digital arcana.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that's me. Who's next? Rob.
I guess I am. Rob at Pyromancer 804. Tonight I'm playing Sibelius. He, him. Blade Singer, Elven Wizard. In my hometown. Fun times. We have podcasts down below. This week I will be working on getting hopefully up to this current episode by the next Wednesday is my goal. I've got a system in place. I've got it all streamlined now, and I've got time.
Woo!
So,
Right.
lots of time. That's all I got.
Is that me
Eli.
next? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm Eli. I'm guesting for a second week. Super excited. Today I'm still playing Mirlin, Protector Asmar Forge Cleric. Yeah, I'm super excited. This is a freaking great time, but I'm probably gonna die, so it's fine.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah, we'll all die together.
That's right. That's D&D, baby. Alexis.
Hey, I'm Alexis. You can find me at Fox Finato, and I use she, her pronouns. I am playing Gilly this evening, the halfling / baby archfey bard warlock, and she also uses she, her pronouns. And it's a whole lot, so no one's nervous. We're fine.
Liz.
Okay. Chase is the next in this circle, but that's okay. So my name is Liz. You can find me at No One You Know Backwards right here. And I am going to be playing Selena, a human druid, this evening. She, her pronouns, like myself. And I will remind you to go to Facebook and share the information from Animal Helper. Everyone is staying indoors, but they still need donations for vet services and dog food. So go share their stuff, donate if you can, get other people to see it, and thank you for being here.
Hello, I'm Chase. You can find me at Twitter over at Chase314S. I am also very active where I post dank memes on all of our socials every single day, almost. All OC D&D memes. Today I will be playing Justice, the Warforged rogue assassin / shadow monk. They use they, them pronouns. And that is all I have right now.
Cool. I will kick off our recap, and then y'all can take it away.
Did we want to do intro video first before recap?
Oh, yeah. Throw that over. Yep.
All right, here we
Sweet
go.
new intro video.
Here it comes.
Okay, so I'm going to kick off our recap and then y'all can finish it. When we last left the Prism, after a decisive victory in Mercinia, fighting and defeating Shellatrax, the guardian of the Alabaster Welcoming, and resurrecting, putting her to rest, they journeyed to the city of Foggy Bottom, where they met some of the local population, bought some magic items, and got a sense of what was going on, where they discovered a couple of the major figures, a duke who was dying of a poison that people were trying to keep alive, the colonel, kind of infamous crime lord that had seemed to turn a new leaf, and the leader of a religious movement, Thomas of the Exiled Light, who they once knew as Exemetor Thomas in Fort Mountain Hall, a religious huckster who used to charge money for curing people, which actually is pretty standard practice in Gish southern cities. And so then they went and attended a party and kind of dug a little deeper on the whole situation after fleeing from a battle with Nindra, who is the servant of an ancient green dragon. Then at that party, they met a new figure, and then what happened? You know?
Sevelius was making a fool of himself.
Yeah, I mean,
He was very
fine.
drunk.
Just a little drunk.
Mirlin and his husband were actively avoiding.
He tried.
Friends.
Really,
we made a good first impression, and that's all that matters.
Solid
I'm
first
sure
impression.
we did. We sure made a first impression.
Mm-hmm.
A good one.
We made one.
One
Yeah.
he'll never forget.
That's right.
Nope.
A memorable, lasting first impression.
Then the next day we had breakfast with the colonel.
Mm-hmm.
That was
The
fun.
thing we did, and Sevelius was not allowed to take his time
Yeah, I was interrupted while getting ready in the morning, which is
because we had to go to
absolutely
church.
unacceptable.
We had to go to church.
Flexing. The
I mean,
colonel.
church went how it always does when I go to church.
You were
Do you
tired.
usually
we
get
get
attacked
attacked by a
by-
swarm of demons.
When you go to church.
That's why we're not allowed.
See, for me, it really went the way that it goes for. I tried to walk in and then I couldn't, and I just got, slammed up back on my ass trying to walk through the door. So they're like, we don't want you here. That's how church goes for me in real life, so it's fine.
But yeah, in the middle of services, didn't we end up like sitting next to Mirlin?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I definitely
in the front.
ushered Merlin and his husband over to us so that, and patted the seat next to me. Yep,
As
gave
if
them
things-
no out.
As if things weren't more awkward the night before.
Listen, Gilly used to be able to pick up on this stuff, but she can't anymore.
That was great.
Choices were made.
And then I think that against, anyone thinking that this would happen, we were completely caught off guard by being attacked.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah, no one
Nobody
assumed
saw it
that was
coming
a thing.
Did
at
not
all.
expect that.
Not one
blindsided.
I think you were expecting an attack, a severity of the attack, perhaps another.
That was a shock.
So Nindra, her evoker, Mr. Kribbits, her evoker, assassin, mercenary, and a whole host of devils, powerful devils, and Irinius, a horned devil. And then to complicate the whole situation, a bounty hunter devil named Orthon from the Sulfuran Council of Gehenna came calling for Gilly and
Selena.
Yes.
Mm,
But was unsuccessful because I could not roll for shit, and Alexis was rolling out of her mind on saving throws. With luck.
I had to use luck.
Yeah, but
I
still.
did have to use some luck so
Yeah.
far.
But
And I got nat 20'd, but I used luck on that too.
That's
yeah, that's true. So after a meteor swarm, after a whole host of chaos, people were none the better, and we had to call it there in the middle of the fight. So we're picking back up with 2 devils being banished, Orthon the bounty hunter being dead, Nindra revealing her ability to transform into a young dragon, and the church being completely annihilated almost in rubbles and in shambles by the meteor swarm. Half intact, we might say, and the colonel having been escorted off and taken away with some whistling happening in the background. So we pick back up at the top of the initiative, as we can see here on our little map, with Gilly, the halfling Bardlock. What do you wish to do?
So, Mr. Kribbitz is was he like in base-to-base contact with Sibelius the last time I saw him before he went invisible?
He is far to the south. I don't believe you have vision on him. You saw him running away from Sibelius.
So I don't know generally where he'd be.
Well, just based on sight.
Right, I understand, but because an area of effect spell.
Yeah. You generally have an idea he's around here.
That's not good. Well, actually, and he's running.
Mhm.
I'll just quickly shout out, do we want to let the frogmen run? And,
No, we should take him out if we can.
not again.
and so I'll cast Sleet Storm out there.
What's the radius on
Nice.
Sleet Storm?
I'm double checking. I think I have 120 feet of range on Sleet Storm.
The radius?
The radius is 40 feet, and it's a 20-foot cylinder, 20 foot tall, 40 feet radius. So I'll backshot it, so hopefully it doesn't get Sibelius in it.
Okay. So, whoosh, a veritable sleet storm is conjured on the south side of the church. I have to lower this volume for my own benefit. Okay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
With Sleet Storm, I think it's at the beginning of his turn, he'll have to make a dex save.
Yes, and also if he is concentrating on a spell, must make a successful Constitution saving throw against my DC or lose concentration.
Correct, yeah, when he starts his turn. Okay, That's your action. Whoosh! Using
Sure is my action.
your Fey powers to conjure a Slate Storm.
And then knowing that Brother Thomas is concentrating right now, I will look to him and say, "Hey, hold fast. We'll get through this." And I'll give him an inspiration.
Okay. Oh, I'm not the cameraman.
That's my bonus action, and then I am going to continue to crouch behind this altar to give me whatever cover I can.
Okay. Alrighty. That is your turn.
It sure is.
It's gonna be Justice, and then the Gunners will go next.
Okie dokie. So Justice is going to move up into base-to-base contract with Nindra.
Yeah.
And I am going to...
And Insect Plague is enter the area or end your turn there. So you're good where you're at.
Perfect.
Because it's not covering half of the area of the square.
Got it. In fact, maybe I'll move over here just to...
That would be wise.
Yeah. Okay. And then I think I'm going to try something a little new. There was one of those new features for the rogues that I think that they could basically use their bonus action to aim and try to give themselves advantage.
That is a thing you can do.
All right, so I'm going to use my bonus action to give me advantage on this first attack roll.
Yep.
And I'm going to pull out the Void Saber.
There it is.
And then just have it with a little, I guess, a little 5-foot darkness
Okay.
around me.
She does have blind sight, so you don't gain advantage or anything, but you at least have that.
Precisely. Alrighty. First attack roll.
It'll be an advantage because you used your bonus action to aim, we'll say.
Thank you. There's a 9 and a nat 20. First attack of the night, baby.
Natural 20?
Yes.
Nice.
All right, and let me just check. I'm holding this thing in both hands, which means, if I can get back to that one, that it does the D10.
D10. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Plus 2d6 plus 6. Double. All right, do you need to know damage types?
She's only resistant to poison. Well,
Okay. No, none of that. All right, so that will be, let's see, I'm going to just roll twice. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus,
Yeah, I need to look that up.
15, 20, 21 plus 6, 27 points of damage.
Okay, so igniting the Void Saber, a blade of pure dark energy of the Blacklist Void of Chaos erupts from your hand, and you kind of take an extra moment to kind of size her up as she shifts and moves as you do. And you can see this is an incredibly live creature, dexterous, strong, and hardy, and she goes in for a swipe, and you very quickly get under her and strike under her belly and deal a decisive blow. How much damage was that again?
27.
Woo!
And I'm trying to remember, my necrotic only applies to unarmed, right?
Yeah, your
Got it.
robe necrotic. Yep.
Yep, perfect. Same with the storm jumpers. Perfect.
Yep, correct.
That's attack number 1.
Yep.
All right, attack number 2.
Will not be at advantage.
Correct. So straight roll. That's not bad. 13 plus, what's the void? 13, 23.
23 hits. She cannot shield, and I will make her make some concentration saving throw. I need to go get my dice.
Okay. I'll roll the damage while you do that.
I can still hear you, yeah.
Sure. All right, that was pretty good. 9 plus 6, 15 points of damage for the second hit.
Okay.
And I have Mage Slayer, whatever that does for her saving throws. I think
She has
she has
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah. I don't know if you've remembered that before.
Correct.
Yeah, because that's huge. You definitely. I don't remember this interaction at all.
I don't think it has. Yeah, I forget.
Read your abilities, folks.
Now I know.
Yeah. I do a lot of research, but I can't get everything. Even perfect little old me. Okay, so at disadvantage, let me double check that she doesn't have advantage already. She's not a warcaster. Okay, disadvantage, here we go. She still maintains on the first one, even the first one, which was DC 13. She got a 21. The second one, which is DC 10, she makes it with a 12 at disadvantage.
Close.
Yeah. She a dragon now, so her constitution's
Right.
pretty hardy.
She's a little tough.
Yeah. So slicing twice. So it's 15 on the second. Okay.
Correct. 27 and 15.
Okay.
So is my
You
move,
can
my
see
bonus.
she's bloody.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I will say to her, you will be the third dragon that we have slain.
She kind of snarls at you. You know what? Based on the circumstances, based on that second hit, she's going to use a special version of Hellish Rebuke. She's going to use the Rebuke of Syndryssa, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Is this a projectile?
No.
I do. Hold on. Is this a spell?
It is a feature.
Okay. I get advantage against poison saves.
Yes, you have advantage on the con save.
Thank you.
It's as if-
Oh my! All right, I have to hold on. You have to look. I can't get it in there.
Is that a nat 20?
It's a nat 20. I'm sorry. An 18 on one and a nat 20 on the other. So that would be a 24. 25 actually.
So instead of 32 points of poison damage, you'll take 16. If you're resistant, you'll take 8.
I take 8.
So she just, with her claw, unleashes a massive blast of poisonous energy on your face, but you are naturally resistant, and you're able to, with your amulet now, heartily resist it.
And I will say, you'll have to do much better than that.
She kind of snarls at you. All right, these gunners are going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. They can't quite make it around. This one could technically. Nope, it's still through. They get a -2 to these attacks. No, they miss. They both fire their guns. These massive blasts. And they go wide, unfortunately. Shitty rolls. Yeah, they're both 6s, not 9s. And then they reload. At the end of their turn, Selena, before you go, Ninja is going to use one legendary action to do something.
She certainly is.
She is going to bite you, Justice. $11. My void dice sure has failed me.
I just pirouette in my spot.
So she comes down and slashes at you, but misses. Selena, it's your turn. It's then Ninja's turn after Selena.
And the gunners did their thing?
They did.
Awesome. Then I'm going to go ahead and move myself down here to the edge of the insect plague here. And okay, so I'm gonna ask this question because I did something stupid on Twitch and I can't see everyone's health. Chase, Justice, are you doing okay on health?
He's fine.
I am fine.
He's 89 out of 111. Gilly's 35 out of, well, she's got Armor of Agathis. She's 60 out of 87. Merlin is 49 out of 87.
Thank you. Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and Cone of Cold. Syndra. But I'm gonna do it because it's a 60-foot cone.
Yeah, you're gonna aim it away from Justice.
So I'm gonna. Well, actually, I was going to aim it so that it was. Hang on, let me figure out how to ping.
So I could kill
like
Justice.
There. So if Cribbits is in this general area, he'll get hit too.
You know that he's nowhere near there.
Oh, okay.
He's way south. Yeah, you do know that much.
Got it. Then yeah, I guess I can hit it like here-ish, so it doesn't hit.
Perfection.
Con save. And she doesn't
Con
have-
save 18, please.
Oh, that's hot.
Fails.
Oh, does she really?
13.
Ooh, boy, howdy.
She
That's
rolled
88
so low.
cold damage.
Sure is. She's used a reaction.
Oh, she sure did.
She sure did.
Oh, I was unprepared. So 88. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
That means she's
5,
out of
6.
legendary resistances.
Maybe.
Well, maybe.
Unless she's just choosing to eat this one.
Okay.
She might be.
It's a lot to eat.
Waiting for
It's
the
a lot
stuns.
to eat. I think that she wouldn't, but
10,
That
20.
dragon lady getting
5,
stunned whenever that dragon form drops.
33,
Yeah, she still has some of her normal health.
Mm-hmm.
34,
She was. I believe she was close to bloodied when she transformed. She's bloodied actually.
35,
see.
41 points of cold damage, please.
So you
Fuck yeah.
blast this torrent. You pull the clutch of the elder gods, and this is from your staff, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So not the flicker of Kosuth, but the
Worm of the Abyssal Tide.
Thank
Oh
you.
my god.
The worm of Cryonax, the worm of the Abyssal Tide. You blast forward a cone, a massive torrent of winter, a spell you all know all too well for all the many times you've been hit with it. And it just shreds Nindra, and you can see she is very injured.
Okay, and then I'm gonna shove behind me 2d6 of healing. I saw Armor of Agathis go up, so on Merlin. That's That's 7 points of healing for you, Merlin.
Thank you.
That your turn?
That is my turn because I don't want to go into the insect plague. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Thank you.
It is Ninja's turn. He's in a tough spot. I am not gonna lie. She looks around and she can see, she's like, I really hate you, Prism. You are against everything. I won't die here. And she is going to... God, it's the only way it's going to work. She's going to back up. She's going to provoke an attack for opportunity.
Okay.
This
And
is everything.
as she does that, I'm going to say to her, is she still in dragon form?
She is.
I'm going to say to her, that is strange, because I feel nothing for you at all. All right, let's do this.
She's already... Oh, she got her reaction back. Okay.
It's almost as cold as the cone of cold.
26 to hit.
That hits. She can't shield it. Fuck!
D10 plus... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, man, I have nothing to get advantage on this, unfortunately.
Yeah, she has blind sense.
7 plus 6, 13 points of damage.
And? Anything else?
If she's still in... I guess stunning strike, why not? She's got a big con save, but, you know.
She said, I won't die here, so you're assuming she's going to make some kind of escape.
Yeah. Yeah, so stunning strike.
Okay, con save. 15.
That's it. She makes it.
Does she
Okay.
maintain concentration?
I'm working on it.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
I'm assuming she's still a dragon.
She is. She does make it 14 on the die. 22. She's going to move away. 5, 10, 15,
She's taking that sentinel feat.
20. And she's going to fly 80 feet away from you, Justice, off the map with her movement. With her action. One second. With her action, she's going to cast Etherealness, 7th level spell. She's going to step into the border regions of the ethereal plane. I'm gonna say she goes 80 feet up.
You coward!
So she, while on the ethereal plane, you can only affect and be affected by other creatures of that plane. Creatures that aren't on the ethereal plane can't perceive you and can't interact with you.
Yeah,
I'm not a high enough level monk yet.
sure aren't.
Sad.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So she shifts in. She's 80 feet in the air, but then whoosh, goes away. Brother Thomas's turn. Brother Thomas looks around, sees that, people are probably still injured, and he's going to strike his staff on the ground. He has this very simple kind of plain wooden staff. He strikes it on the ground. And he's going to cast Mass Cure Wounds, and everyone will be affected. All the prison will be. Oh, God, I don't know where that went. D8s. D8. Oh, good roll. 11, 18 plus 5. 23. Everyone heals for 23.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that helps a lot.
Am
Wave
I-
of evocation.
I'm very close to full.
Am I
It's a
within
6
range of that?
Yep, you
Okay.
are. It's a 60-foot radius.
Got it.
That helps so much.
That did. Jesus.
Ooh.
So yeah, he strikes his staff on the ground. That's 5 charges from his staff. He rolled good. So let's go over here, back here. So he goes, well, what should we do? And then Merlin, it's your turn. Civilius, you're on deck.
Is that all of them?
The like rabbit, not rabbit, that went ribbit in my head. Sorry.
Rabbit.
The Ribbiton is like running away. He's in that sleet storm, I think, that I cast.
Okay.
I think he ran right outside the door.
What can I do? What can I do? Not a lot. So, okay. Gonna just hold concentration on banishment, hopefully. I'll use my movement and my action to just dash in that direction.
Okay.
That's 50.
Is your speed 25 feet?
Speed is 30. Sorry, I couldn't.
That's
I
okay.
wasn't zoomed out enough.
Oh, gotcha.
It was fine. So I moved 60. For my bonus action, does everyone look fine, or are there some people that still look like sort of bloodied?
I am a little hurt still, but compared to everyone else, but I'm not in terrible shape.
Yeah, Gilly's the only one with any injuries left.
I'm at full capacity.
Let's see.
Okay. No. Range. Okay. 3rd level healing word on Gilly.
3d4 plus your wisdom modifier. And also, I want to say thank you all for stopping by. Hey,
Yep,
Riot Girl. The D&D Beyond overlay should tell you all that, but people are happy to let you know.
High Elf Wizard, Blade Singer.
16.
Dang.
Thank you.
And welcome.
That's
to
all I
stream.
got for mine.
Ooh, it's so good. So much better.
Oh, it's so great to see everyone piling in. It's great to see you all. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
All right, that's your action. That's your move. That's your bonus action. That's your turn. Yeah, Chief?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Vilius, it's your turn. Mr. Kriberts is on deck.
All right, so the door to the church, is it open now because he ran out of it?
Yeah, it definitely is. You can see out there. So, yeah, the southerly portion of the church is like intact. So, but the northerly portion is just like halved off from the meteor storm. It's in rubbles.
All right, I'm going to throw a 4th level fireball out there since I don't necessarily want to walk into the sleet storm.
He is going to counterspell you.
All right.
He did not use his reaction last time, I remember, because, yep. Okay, he is going to counterspell you. I would say...
Can I use my reaction to counterspell as counterspell while I cast? No, because it's...
You cannot, and he's invisible anyway.
Yep, that's
He's
right.
got greater invis. I would say he would cast this at 4th level, because that's what he has.
Got it.
Yeah. So it just... You hear him chuckle. Ah!
See who's chuckling next.
Did I hear where he chuckled from?
I mean, you see his shimmering form.
Oh, okay. In that
See
case...
his outline in the sleet.
You know what? Then I will run out there towards him and go base to base as my move action.
It's
and then
difficult terrain, so your movement's halved in it, just FYI.
That's fine. Actually, I can cast a 2nd level still, right?
You can.
Then I will Misty Step to him.
Which gains
There
you
it is.
Which gets me the attack.
advantage.
Correct. Is
Which,
it
so
at
it's just a
disadvantage? Straight roll.
It's just a
Yeah.
straight. The area is heavily
snap.
exposed. 1 second. You need to make... You can get your attack off, but then
Okay.
you'll need to make a dexterity saving throw. So go ahead and make your
That's
attack.
fine. 19 to hit.
That hits, and he's already used his majig.
Awesome.
Sure has.
Alright.
The
1d8.
Misty Step is so good, Rob.
I know.
Dear.
I'm so proud of the blade.
Love it. I love
That will be 8 points of damage.
And be sure to move your paw.
I will. Yep.
Strikes into him. He has to make. Oh, Oops. I did minus 88 instead of minus 8.
I won't argue.
That's right.
Sounds
Imagine
right to
doing
me.
88 damage with a single attack. Okay, and then he'll make his concentration save for his invisibility from being struck. Oh, no, he makes it. No, he makes it.
And then I've already used Obliterating Departure, so yep.
Okay.
That will be my turn, but I have Displacer Beast caught up now.
Okay. So at the
So
start of it, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Civilius.
Yep.
You either have advantage or add your int modifier or something?
To my
Or no,
dex?
No, that's con and acrobatics. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, that wasn't bad. 19.
That makes it.
Nice.
That's it. I don't know what
It's just like by 2. Yeah. You needed an 18.
Perfect. Did I take half damage then, or no damage?
No, it's no damage.
No
Oh,
damage.
nice.
Just you would have fallen prone.
Oh,
Also, if you're
got it,
concentrating on anything, you need to make a concentration
I'm
check.
not,
Yep.
because I died and lost my concentration, so...
Yeah, that's
You were unconscious. Okay. Mr. Cribbit's
I
turn.
died.
Once he starts his turn, the drama. He
The
needs to make-
dexterity and the
I got it.
concentration.
Just let me go through it.
No, I'm just excited.
Dexterity saving throw. He does make it with an 18 on the die plus 2. That's a 20.
Well,
And then he's going to make a concentration saving throw.
that's right.
Oh, 19 on the dice. Hand to God. 20 total.
That little shite.
Holy
But-
shit.
But he has to move at half speed at least.
He does. However, he's invisible. And he is going to cast Dimension Door.
these little pricks.
And, yeah. It's Adretha Jean's turn. She's going to move her spiritual weapon. She had the sword. She's going to move it 20 feet in the air. 20 feet more in the air. About 40 feet. She doesn't have anything to combat the etherealness. She's not high enough level. She says, well, what are we doing?
Unless we have some way to reveal Nindra, then we should protect ourselves.
Can any of you shunt into the ethereal plane?
I'm working on it, but not yet.
No.
That's a nice side project to have. I like that. I like the ambition.
Thank you.
Okay. With that, I believe we will say combat is finished as silence falls over, and you just hear bah, 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 as bullets whiz around the church. And about half a dozen more gunners come from the northerly side out of the forest.
Would been useful.
Hey, you had 2 gunners.
I know.
And they did, and the ones that were from the distance did shoot at Ninja before, but they missed.
I know. It's pretty funny.
So they come out of the forest. I say, oh, Colonel is secure. What's the sit rep here?
Well, some of them got away. Hang on. There's banishments still in play.
After a minute, they resolve, and those devils are permanently banished.
Perfect. Just checking that none of them were coming back.
No, none of them are considered native yet.
Good. That was just.
The druid and her accomplice, the Ribbiton, unfortunately escaped. Though 2 of their accomplices were banished permanently.
Oh, hell. Devils showing their face on these grounds.
And then anyone who needs healing can just come stand next to me, and I'll get you one at a time over the next 4 rounds.
Yeah,
Hit me.
you have 6 casts left.
Okay. So 1 for Gilly, 4. You want another one, Gilly?
I think Gilly is the only one with any.
Yeah, I'm the only one.
So you can just roll your 12d12 and call it a day.
11. 5.
I'm good now.
Oh, okay,
Thanks.
perfect.
She's like, the gunners say, we're gonna have to expand the protections across the whole grounds at this rate. Hell.
What is the status of the colonel? I saw that he was wounded.
He made it out just barely. We had to get a little medicine on him. He barely survived that meteor swarm. It came crashing down. One of the gunners shielded him with his own body, saved his life. I'm gonna update the action tracker, and then we can throw up the promos. He said, but he's okay. He's just shaken up. He's not much of a fighter.
Indeed. It is good that we were here to defend him.
Glad I made it out safe.
Yeah, y'all were good in a pinch.
So I went on for.
Did any of the parishioners fall, or were they all?
So luckily, no, because of Adretha Jean's well-timed force wall,
Nice.
and her own special abilities of manipulating light. She was actually able to. She is able to actually open the force wall for people, which is normally something you can't do.
Wow.
Yep.
Could I take a moment to cast Sending to Jim?
You can.
I'm just gonna say, please tell me you're not dead. Get back to the church, please.
Jimbo says, he says, I don't know. I'm having a cocktail over here with the Colonel. I'm fine.
Of course.
This is the best arc.
Love it.
Southern
Love
Gothic.
this timeline.
Southern Gothic for life.
Yeah. Drinking a Zazarak, just chilling out.
I wonder if they're okay
the
over
truth?
there.
Quiet of the swamp kind of falls around you.
That is twice now that Nindra and her accomplice have escaped. I fear when we face off against the actual threat that it will be far more complicated.
Sure
We call
will
it
be.
foreshadowing.
Well, we can at least take some precautions, some proactive measures.
Yeah, this time that slightly caught us off guard again like the last time. I mean, if we know we're going in and what we're going to face, it gives us some amount of advantage, even if it's on their home turf.
Having some protections afforded to us through that delightful feast that we're going to have
Exactly.
will help a lot.
Indeed.
Certainly will.
Look over
All right, well, shall we regroup and think about how we're going to bring the fight?
to
Yeah,
them.
that will
Yeah.
be best, I think.
And maybe have our conversation somewhere sheltered and secured from vision, since this place no longer is protected.
Yeah.
Look at the crumbling ruin of the church. That would seem prudent.
Yeah.
We'll head back to the Colonel's manse then?
Okay. So as you say that, Adretha Jean looks around and she says, took a while to build this. Took only a moment for it to all go away.
That is the nature of destruction.
I don't have another home. You see, she looks around. She says, I don't mind joining you over at the Colonel's estate, but this is my home.
We'll
Yeah.
make sure it gets fixed up. We have our word. We'll do our best.
Thank you. Brother Thomas speaks up. He's like, you're going to join us at the villa? Why, you never come along. And Adretha Jean kind of winces a little bit. I've just been busy with the parishioners. She looks over at Justice. She tries to communicate something with her eyes.
Am I able to read it?
Go ahead and roll insight.
My character sheet up. I'm really good at insight. Oh my! All right, you were not gonna believe this.
Natty 20?
Natural one.
Yes,
Oh,
it's a natural 20, so it's a 22.
That dice
Oh,
is hot tonight.
Amazing.
It's the copper critical roll dice. That's crazy.
They probably rigged it for the extra sales. Anyway, so you see, that look of like, it's not like a, oh my, it's like when you're with a friend at a party and they're trying to like, not like, oh my God, get me out of here, but like, we need to talk in the other room.
Understood.
That's the look.
I will just very gently incline my head to let her know that the message was received.
Okay. She says, I've got some ideas. And you see she holds up her hand, and in it is a ring. Within this ring is a gemstone of a beautiful emerald. And from it, a beam of light just kind of blasts forward and shoots all the pieces of rubble that are all around you, and it sends them all flinging. Let's go.
I mean, if it seems prudent before we leave, I can hang back and try to give your home some protection. I lied to you. I can't do that. Ignore me. Never mind. Change my mind.
She just says, she will say though, she says, I can build it again. I just need a little time. Merlin, did you have something?
I don't know. Maybe I think I should at least either wait for my husband to get here, or he can meet us there with the colonel.
He's at the colonel waiting for you.
Okay.
So, especially in these parishioners' view, the colonel's place is the safest place to be right now.
I have one thing.
Yeah.
That might help.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, this isn't gonna work probably. But can I try to cast Divine Intervention?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a d10. You have an 11% chance.
Hot.
So roll the first place and see if you get a 1.
Okay. That's a 9. No.
Oh. Super doesn't work.
Hey, if we had chosen to roll high, you would have gotten it. Okay, so yeah, you reach out to your. So who is your god, though? Let's bring that scene in. I had sent you some notes on one of the available gods, but I also said that you could make your own. So
yeah, I think I went with the Stone Maiden.
Stone Matron.
Yep. Matron, sorry.
That's okay. Stone Maiden is her trashy cousin. No.
Wow.
Oh Lord.
Just kidding. Yeah, so the Stone Matron.
Wait.
I don't believe she's been mentioned before.
I'm finding a new page in my notebook.
So you reach out to the Stone Matron, a goddess of the stone, the craft, a goddess actually normally worshipped in Kelvarken, the city of dwarves, known as the Fist of Light, I believe. You reach out and you don't get intervention, but you do get like this feeling of like you are on the right path, like you are supposed to be here. And you look around the crumbled church, a church in need of repair, church of needing creation, and a people in need of hands. And you realize you're standing where you're supposed to be.
I will do what I can to help.
Thank you. Shall we go? And you all make your way over to the Colonel's estate. You were given the password, Gilly, for Colonel. It's Colonel.
And Colonel too.
Yep, correct.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Yeah.
Is the tertiary password Colonel Angus?
Stop.
It's Colonel 2 at.
Happy episode 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. So happy you're here for this, Eli. He's like, get me out of here, please.
Yeah.
Never
He's like
coming
staring.
back here.
He's staring into the camera.
Never coming
The
back.
viewers can make insight checks.
Yeah, to see if you see the get me out of here look in Eli's eyes.
Oh no. Okay. Well, anyway. Is this it? Can't remember. I added new music, but I always forget to label what they're for sometimes. I can't even hear this. No. Okay, so you all make your way to the Colonel's estate, and you can see already there are clerics in the simple white party clothing that seem to be having their hands up, and they're moving together. There's about 4 or 5 of them in unison, extending their hands out, and there's this ward that follows them that pushes and pushes out as the grounds are extended, protected by forbiddance and hallowed. They're casting a massive form of the spell, even larger than normal. So you eventually get to where the Colonel is, kind of has everyone, and you can see there's already like drinks and food are being passed out here on the grounds in the white tents that he's using, having people, and there's places for people to sit, and there's little blankets for people to lay, and he's kind of got a little makeshift little evening picnic going on. He stands up and kind of weakly, "Oh, Prism, thank you for your assistance." He has a fan. Oh.
I mean, more than happy to help. I'm glad you made it out safe and you had your guards with you to pull you out.
Yes, they certainly made their salary and then some today, didn't they?
Was a bit touch and go there.
Yes, it was. Were you able to slay the beast? Or the devil and her companions?
Ah, some of them.
Oh. They got away again?
They are slippery.
Sure are.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well. Oh, wrong track. I always do that because I leave it,
I'm like,
oh, dun, 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 dun.
It always makes my stomach drop too. I'm like,
It's quite the track.
oh no.
I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. This one's a little intense too, but I think it'll work for our second verse, same as the first. Okay, so, what should we do about this encroaching menace? Fans himself.
Are we safe to speak here?
Oh yeah, of course. We've got the protections up. They can't teleport in, and we already have existing protections against scrying. I keep my guests lives in privacy, and I keep my secrets close.
I mean, just bring up the protections didn't work so well last time, so.
Well, everything's got a counter magic to it. There's only so much we can do, but we have as many there's no safer place.
Unfortunately, we will be forced, unless there is some way that we can lure her out, to engage her within her own realm.
I guess the question is, are we doing that today? Tomorrow?
The longer we give them, the more preparation they will have time for.
Okay.
And the less time we take to prepare,
Correct. Going
the
into
worse our odds are.
fight somebody on their own turf, not at full strength, especially after what we just went through, is suicide.
And
I'm
we
ready-
can assume that, they have been building preparations. This seems very premeditated.
Yeah.
Obviously, they probably didn't know when we were going to show up, but they sure expected it at some level. and seized on it. So, I think that they've already been given time to prepare. And so it's probably a bigger detriment to us to go in and rush in.
I'm ready to go.
They
within an
definitely
hour.
have us at a disadvantage. They know far more about us than we know about them.
Would I know if green dragons are nocturnal or daytime doers?
That's a great question. They tend, I would say, I don't think they're one or the other, but I would say that they're more comfortable at night. But they are, green dragons stride two worlds in a lot of ways. They are both creatures of like the forest and creatures of the swamp. You know, they're very a versatile creature. So, but I would say that given the sleeping themes, we're looking at nocturnal creatures here.
Gotcha. Um,
Then we will wait until you are ready.
I think it would probably be best for us to go at night. She's gonna try to throw us off our guard. She feels comfortable in the dreamscape, and I know I'm the only one that dreams, but if she has some of the same capabilities as Eureka Drill, that means that you guys aren't safe either. If you meditate, she can still reach you. So if she's hoping to catch us off our guard and disrupt our sleep, we should do that now. Rest up, go tonight. She may feel more comfortable in the night than we do, but I think it would catch her the most off guard than going in the morning.
I'm at home in the dark, though it might prove to be a hindrance to our allies.
The colonel says, well, how are you going to expect to find her? No one has ever seen it's difficult enough to find Nindra, let alone Syndryssa herself in her lair. How do you expect to find them through that maze of a forest?
She made the mistake of showing me her lair. I can find the most direct path to it. Not the safest path to it, but definitely the most direct.
Well, my goodness, that is quite the find.
That sure is.
Seems that no matter what, dragons are still a bit arrogant, even if they think they aren't.
I think she was hoping to catch me off guard, and I was able to hold off her nightmare. It's too bad Vorgesh didn't warn her. I was able to hold him off as well. My luck's gonna run out eventually. Not sure when, but eventually. But yeah, instead of giving me a nightmare, she showed me her dwelling, her hoard. And if she was true to herself, I feel relatively familiar with it, able to find it.
It is definitely to our advantage.
Is there a chance that was a deception? That she
Absolutely. There is absolutely a chance that it's a deception, but even if I'm not super familiar with it, I should be able to find a path towards where we want to go.
I suppose it will come to head-to-head conflict in any regard.
Yeah, it absolutely will. I don't think this is one we can flip. I don't think we hold a big enough chip. And I think old rivalries run deep.
What sort of things can this dragon do with her lair? Is there anything we can do to counteract that sort of thing?
Lots of poison. And I will describe the so Matt, correct me if I'm wrong, from a week ago, I may not remember it all. So what she showed me was the inside of like this damp green poisonous bogscape where you're never sure what footing you need, because even the peat that's on top of that bog may give way, and everything underneath it was this almost glowing vibrant green that's nothing but noxious gas, with her pedestal in the middle, um, full of her hoard of gold, weapons, jewels that she's amassed throughout the millennia. Um, um, if I remember correctly, it was a cavern that was it stone walls in the cavern, Matt?
Stone-ish, yeah. Stone, dirt,
Yeah.
stone, rock.
So, stone walls that were 40, 50 feet up, created this dome kind of around her mass that was just, it's a lot. So, water walk, keep you guys out of the poison, will be useful. Antitoxins if we have them.
If we have that dinner, we are not going to need the
Immune to poison
antitoxins.
and being frightened. Yep.
Yeah, the feast.
And then most of what she's gonna do is gonna be constitution and wisdom based, like myself.
She's moved she's moved the forest, right? She has
Yeah,
control
moved with
over
it.
like some of the trees and the growth.
Yeah, so
And
Liz,
the
go
animals.
ahead and take a DM inspiration for that description. Well done there. And for a lair action, you can expect grasping roots and vines, magical fog that billows and attempts to either poison or confound you, and walls of tangled brushes and thorns. So she's going to be manipulating the. Eureka Drill would explain this much. She's going to be manipulating the environment, poisoning, and some mind affecting powers, as well as probably a whole host of druid spells, and maybe even sorcerer, as you saw.
Do you think you'd be able to do anything with? Would we be able to get you close enough to somewhere to do a druid grove? Could you
As
take away
much-
some of her control?
I believe an ancient green dragon's lair would trump Druid Grove.
Okay.
As much as I'd love to say yes to that question, not yet.
Badass. No. Maybe a
Not
lesser creature, but an ancient green dragon, no.
Damn. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm thinking if we give you guys water walks so that you're not in the poison, get us a hero feast so that you can breathe it without having issue. That'll take away 50% of the dangers, and then being able to move. So having oil or the slipperiness that the potions of slipperiness or whatever it was that Justice had once upon a time, keep you from being grappled.
An oil of slipperiness.
I think that's the best that we can do, probably.
Sure don't have any of those.
Yeah,
I'll
I'd
look
rather
over to
not cover myself in oil.
I'll look over to the colonel.
Yes?
Is there anything that you could arm us with in this attempt to rid you of a dire threat?
I'm more than happy to support you with everything in my arsenal, of course. I do want to keep my men here in case there's a counterattack so I can defend the city. I wish I had a fan. I am anticipating a counterattack, I hope. I mean, with all my best soldiers, you all, far in the forest past a maze of magic, we'll be defenseless, so we'll need every fighting hand we can have. Other than that, well, Oils of slipperiness, you say?
Indeed.
I might have a morsel left over from the war. Back when I was a spy, and he taps his little belly. back when I could hike a mountain or two.
And then after we have dealt with this threat, what then?
Well, I don't know. I suppose you do what heroes do. I'm merely a bystander in all this action.
There is something that I require.
What's that?
I'm going to lean in, and I'm going to steeple my fingers. I'm going to say, are you familiar with the Sabinvari Codex?
Shuts his fan. Is that a book?
I don't know actually the form that it takes.
It's a book.
Indeed.
Sabinvari Codex.
We have it on good authority that you have it within your possession.
I do remember a few weeks or months ago, I bid on some relic. I bid on many relics. I'm a bit of a collector. You know, I want to preserve the arts and histories. Sabinvari Codex. If it's in my possession, I would be more than happy to hand it over.
That is all that I require.
Oh, good. I like someone with simple needs. Now, let me go get that oil from the war. Is there anything else you wanted me to search my stores for?
Look over to the group.
The oil, if that is a fog that can sort of confound you and mess with your mind, I'm a little worried about being susceptible to that.
You'll have advantage on all of your wisdom saving
Yeah,
throws.
even that, I don't think it's gonna be enough. You know, this
DC 43.
Even if
They're lair
Even-
actions, so the DC is a little lower.
but
What
even at
happened to 42?
even at my natural 20,
Oh, yeah.
I'm still looking at an 18.
Nothing gonna help that.
So
Sucks.
that's my
Choices.
concern.
It's
Is there
like me
anything
ma-
we can do? Listen, is
It's
there
like me
anything we can do to like bolster that at all, or keep me from having to even make that save?
Oof. I don't think I have anything that buffs wisdom.
Yeah. There's no item really for
If I
it.
can do something, anything that will allow me to not even breathe, would that keep me from having to even be susceptible to that?
Nope. Gets in your skin.
Okay.
Gets under your eyes.
I mean, so we can put dispel magic into your ring.
But then I don't have Revivify in it. And those diamonds go kaput.
Then that is
Gotcha.
that, unfortunately.
Just hope
And
for the best.
Dispel won't, you know.
Counter non-spells.
Yeah, if I'm already under the thing, then I can't dispel the thing. And it's not, I don't even know if I could dispel the fog if it's part of her lair.
Unfortunate. You would not happen to have any weapons of dragon slaying, would you?
No. I don't make a business. Even when I was in the war, I avoided the parts that had dragons in them.
You're smarter than the rest of us.
Well, I'm at least better at running away from fights. And he kind of sachets away.
Sachet everywhere.
Yep. Let me know if you need anything else. He just goes away.
Sachet.
Have a thought. Hang on. I need to check and see if this will work.
It's now middle of the day. You're kind of approaching noon. Lunch is being. It's a little bit in afternoon, after 12 o'clock out, rather 12 p.m. noon.
So if we're gonna go tonight, should lunch be our feast?
You could. It lasts 24 hours.
Then I will invite. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. I will invite 12 minus 5 is 7. 7 of the people staying behind with the colonel to also partake, because we can do 12 total.
Sure. A few of them will partake.
Can I double Beacon of Hope with our feast to maximize the hit points that we gain?
That's a good question. They are rolled. You do gain hit points whenever you do that. However, Beacon of Hope only lasts a minute. It takes an hour to ingest the feast, so no, it would have to be sustained the entire time.
Yeah,
I don't have enough spells for that. Okay.
I have 60 casts. So.
Definitely 2 spells not meant to interact. So go ahead and roll your 2d10 as you all take in the delicious hero's brunch.
I mean, I'll take 14 extra hit points. It's a 9 and a 5.
So your maximum hit points all increased by 14, and D&D Beyond will give you that much whenever you increase them.
Gotcha.
Because you always heal when you gain hit points to your maximum. You're immune to frighten and poison, and you have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
8 + 4 is 12.
Sure didn't do that right. Okay, hang on.
Whenever we get a moment, I will make eye contact with what was her name?
Adrethagene.
Drathagene. If I and then I go to excuse myself to take care of some matter.
Okay. She will also excuse herself.
Locked eyes from across the room.
Oh yeah, immune to poison. Hero's Feast. 6th level spell, takes 1,000 GP gold chalice, which these assholes keep cripping from all the rich friends.
We sure do.
It's good to have rich friends.
Every rich person they meet. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have 1,000 GP gold encrusted gem.
Yeah, but every time they do.
Yeah, the colonel usually gives us a common fruit bowl. He like tipped the fruit out of it. He's like, yeah, sure. They have millions of gold to their name. Economics. Okay, Adrethagene and you stand aside in some space, kind of off on the grounds over the hill where no one can quite see you. And she says, "Thank you for coming over here to chat with me. Thought you might be the best on reading signals that I could fully trust."
Indeed.
Tell me, what do you know about the colonel? I put the notes for this.
I know very little, though enough that he is not all that he seems to be.
No, he's certainly not. I don't know where the hell I put my notes. That's okay. She says, I'd hoped to catch, when I heard that you all had arrived in town, I hoped to catch you before you made your way into his estate, but unfortunately that was not the case.
Do you have some information to share?
I do. The colonel, a few weeks. I've been living in Foggy Bottom a long time, and I know the colonel's sordid past. But he has made a lot of changes recently in the past few months. His men kicked the scale guard, most of them, out of town, and he has really started making an effort in the almshouses and feeding the poor and giving people all that kind of things. Giving back to the community, which has been great, and his patronage has been well appreciated.
But
there are a few things that have given me some concern. Are you familiar with the Lady in White?
does that ring any bells?
The Lady in White is a fae, an archfae, fae lord or lady, as they call them. that is living in Foggy Bottom. Last seen. She used to attend a lot of parties here. She's one of the potential allies for your quest.
Got it. I know that she was cited as a potential ally, though we have not made contact with her since we arrived. In fact, with all the events that have been going on, that we lost track of it.
It happens. She attended a number of the Colonel's parties for quite some time. That was kind of all she did for most of her station here. But she would also tend to the wounded, and I've learned a few tricks and tips and tricks from her. I don't know if you know much about her, but she's kind of the fae of midwifery, healing, and other things. Well, a few nights ago, I would have been a couple weeks ago, she attended a party, and it was kind of announced that she was going to be, what you might say, departing, leaving. But I saw some of the Colonel's men take her into the Duke's Arcana Sojourn. I saw them take her into his estate.
You think that she is being held captive?
I do. I think they are forcing her to be involved in the healing process for Arcana Sojourn. Doesn't make any sense otherwise. Poison of that magnitude is going to take a special hand. And he throws all these parties, but a couple times I've seen him slip out during them. I don't know where he goes, but he uses them as a cover for some kind of getaway.
It would seem to be a good distraction.
Yeah. People ask you where he was, and everyone will swear they saw him at the party. No one keeps track of who's where at a party. Everyone's there to have a good time. Anyway, I don't know. I've looked into his eyes. I believe he's a changed man. I'm pretty good at reading people, but he's done a few things lately that just gives me an awful concern.
I'll nod my head.
Be wary of him.
I was already quite weary.
For the love of God, make sure Brother Thomas makes it out of this whole thing alive.
Brother Thomas seems to have changed his ways.
He has. He has done the work.
That is good. And then I'm going to just pause for a moment. Are you aware that the Colonel is a leaf mirror?
What? No, he is a Aramir, darling. He's a high elf.
I'm a master of disguise. I know one when I see one.
No kidding.
Indeed.
Huh. I mean, Aramir do have a little bit more social standing just because of the inherited wealth. Maybe he's trying to put on airs.
Did the Colonel say that he grew up here in Foggy Bottom?
You know, I think he did. I don't really remember him as a young man, but truth be told, I spent most of my youth shut away studying magic, so there's a lot of people I don't know in this town.
Perhaps there would be those that would remember him. Although it could be that the
war killed a lot of his generation.
Indeed.
Perfect cover.
And it could be that the leaf mirror that I saw was not the Colonel at all, but a body double. Yeah. He is as duplicitous as one would believe.
I mean, even on that score, I couldn't blame him. A lot of people want him dead. Some not for the right reasons.
So, the Lady in White. I'm assuming that the Duke's manse is nigh impenetrable. Do you wish for us to rescue her?
I'm sorry, rescue who? Oh, the Lady in White. Sorry, I got distracted. She says, well, yeah, if you think you can manage it after all this.
Do not tip your hand into what I have told you about the Duke, and I will not do the same. We should maintain the deception.
She smiles. She says, I may not have been a spy, but I know about a thing or two about keeping a secret.
Thank you for the information.
Thank you.
And Drethagene, the Prism was truthful when we said that we would try to help you rebuild your church.
She smiles. I know. I've seen it.
Brick by brick, we will rebuild this land.
I believe that too. Ain't no coincidence. You calling yourselves the Prism? That's fate.
Indeed. The brightest light reveals all.
Whole world is wrapped around by light. That's why you the Prism. I really believe that.
Just blink and nod my head.
Let's go eat. She goes back and enjoys the hero's feast.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so you're all gonna do an extended rest and then go try to do something at nighttime.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So
I
there's-
have a thing.
Yeah.
So based on the preparations that we were talking about, me being worried about being susceptible to some sort of mind magic, right? I can swap one of my spells out for warding glyph.
Glyph of warding?
Glyph of warding.
Yeah.
And cast it upon myself. And if Selena would be so kind, or someone around here who has a dispel magic would be so kind to cast that in, I could set the conditions to be, should I succumb to some sort of, to whatever the mind effect is that we think that I'm going to be affected by, that the dispel magic goes off.
Do you want
Try to
dispel
dispel
magic
the
or
effect.
greater restoration? Because it's a lair action, not a spell.
Well,
Greater
dispel magic can still dispel an effect, right? A magical effect,
It can only dispel spells, and a lot of
Okay.
times when you've interacted with certain effects, they've been spells, permanent versions.
Okay. And
Greater
greater
restoration.
restoration,
Will remove charmed.
then we'll do a greater restoration.
Okay, that's a 5th
If-
level spell from Selena and a 3rd level glyph from you, Gilly.
That's right. And
Uh,
the spell I'm gonna swap out then, I think, should I do the hut or should I do sending?
Probably the hut.
Yeah,
That's my gut instinct.
That's kind of mine too.
yeah, I would. Based on the information you have, I would do the hut.
Um,
Okay, it takes 200 GP to cast that spell. Powdered diamonds. And greater restoration costs some money.
Oh yeah, 100 GP of powdered diamonds for greater resto.
So 100 GP from Selena, 200 GP, or however you want to do it. But 100 GP for the greater resto, 200 GP for the glyph of warding.
Okay.
And you put it on, I believe, some kind of object, but it doesn't really matter. It could be on your coat.
Okay.
And how far in advance can we do that, Gilly?
I have to swap it out at my long rest, so I can't do it till the morning.
Okay, so till tonight.
Yep. It'll be after your long rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one will be.
You can also ask Thomas to cast the greater resto.
Right, that's what I was saying. It doesn't have to be Selena expending her resources. If someone else has it.
Thomas will be happy to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Is Thomas eating the cost or am I paying for that?
He'll pay for it. He has plenty of that shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect. That way Selena can keep her resources. That's better.
All right.
And then let's see. So before I sleep, I want to do a couple of just spell things. So if anyone wants to do anything else, then I can do those before I attempt my 8 hours of sleep.
Were you planning on how many oils of etherealness were we getting? I mean, oils of slipperiness.
1.
Just one. And Selena, were you planning on freedom of movementing anybody?
I have it. I always have it, so it doesn't matter if we do that last minute or not.
Only lasts an hour, so you'll do that when
Yeah.
you get there.
No, I know. I'm just trying to see what we can do preparation-wise. That's all. Sorry. Okay.
I've also got polymorph that can get people out of a space real fast if necessary.
Yep,
good.
and
Yeah.
teleportations from
Okay.
civilians. Okay, so what did you want to do, Selena?
Okay, so find the path, last 24 hours. So that'll be the last thing I do before I try and sleep.
While unconscious, can't concentrate on a spell. Is find the path concentration?
Yes.
So you'd have to do that after.
Oh, so I have to do that in the morning. All right.
Yep.
That's not great. Okay. Then I guess I won't do that.
No.
But I would definitely commune with nature so that we can see at least 3 miles out and
Okay.
and what I want to do with commune with nature is get a feel for the pattern of how the forest and the animals respond to Syndryssa's magic.
Okay. As you cast Commune with Nature, it being a divination spell, you find no answers.
Oh, so she's warded completely.
Green dragons are deceivers. They're masters of deception, hiding, concealment.
Oh, so find the path is going to do fuck all.
It's
Because
higher
it's
level.
also divination.
It's higher level than with Commune with Nature, but yeah, it's a dice roll. Not a literal dice roll. It might not work. It's a fair hunch. So you can feel the Commune with Nature stretch out, and when you hit the precipice, about, we'll say at the 3rd mile mark or whatever it might be, 2-mile mark, you kind of slam into this energy, and you just feel your mind kind of scatter into this maze, and you're pulled in 100 different directions, like looking at a puzzle for the first time. There's a flash of energy, green dragons, massive face, and the spell offers you no insight. The insights it would offer around the area, though, is the animals don't speak back to you with this spell. They're under her control. The land is, it's treacherous.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Ah! Definitely just close that. What's up? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, then that's what I've got.
Okay. So you are all able to successfully complete the long rest. So be sure to put that on D&D Beyond to get all your things back.
I don't actually think I can do the glyph.
And why is that?
If you choose an object, the object must remain in its place. If the object is moved more than 10 feet from where you cast this spell, the glyph is broken and the spell ends without being triggered. Does that mean if the object is on me, if I move?
No. So, I mean, we've been using it in Big Boy season, and it seems fine. Like, you can put it on a scroll. I know that. And you can take that scroll with you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That'll work?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll still do the thing. Sorry, I got... Ooh.
It's okay.
Okay.
Whew.
Mirlin,
Yes.
you will be joining us.
Is that a question or a statement?
This is my question as well. Yes. I'll have to have a word with my husband first, but I don't like the situation that I would be leaving you guys in. So
I find the sentiment be endearing, but you should only go if you truly wish to. Do not feel obligated.
No, whoever this dragon is has messed with my husband and my home now. So I have stakes in this just as much as the rest of you do. So anything I can do to help.
Then the Prism would be happy to have you at our side. I do not know what reputation has preceded us or what your husband has heard about us. His dislike is obvious, but our intentions are true.
His dislike was stemmed from pretty much exactly what's about to happen, but it's okay. We'll be fine.
Then I will look forward to fighting alongside you in the evening.
And you all. And
Whenever
I
we,
go find my husband.
well, whenever we have the largest gathering of folks that include everyone here, I'll do my inspiring speech.
Go ahead and add those tempo hit points, folks. It's 7. What is it now?
18.
18. That's so
Ooh.
good.
And the climactic part of it will be a hunting we will go, a hunting we will go. Hey, this dragon's got to go, a hunting we will go.
Fun. That's great.
Complete
That's
banger.
awesome. Take an inspiration.
Good lord.
Thank you.
I am more durable than I have ever been in this game.
Yeah, same.
Well,
Honestly.
you'll need it because
Give it one spell.
You took an extended rest. She took an extended rest. She got her
Mm.
back.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
It was one of those fucking trade-off things.
So, Selena,
Mm-hmm.
during your long rest,
Mm-hmm.
you find yourselves, you might not need to sleep. Well, you have to at least sleep a portion, I would say, of this long rest, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And whether or not you intended to, you sleep and you sleep deeply. And you fall into a city, well, it used to be a city of mists, which is now floating around in the void in chunks. You're kind of on this meteor floating around. The mist is parted a good ways. It used to be immediately on your face. Now it's 100 feet away. You can see a little bit. And on another meteor floating around you is the visage of an ancient green dragon. Eurysidro.
A little sigh of relief.
I know. It is unsettling. You go to face a powerful adversary.
We certainly do.
You have killed others of my kind before, but they were isolated, alone, left out to dry by their superiors. Syndryssa is no such worm. She is not alone. She also is not beholden by the same vain impulses that Shelatrax was, nor Dupla Lacroix. She will lie, she will cheat, she will deceive, she will steal, she will run. Prism has never faced anything so dangerous before. I am bound by the chains of fate. My soul locked away in the void forever. My divinity remains constrained. But there is a little more I can give you. A power I can grant you. Only for a moment. Until I am more free. You can only do this once.
if it'll help keep people alive, safe.
Are you ready for the next step in your evolution?
I think I have to be.
I'm sorry this burden falls to you. I'm sorry that the Vine Revolution ended one day. I'm sorry that the cruelties of my kind persist, and the cruelties of your kind are even greater. We thought we left the world in humanity's hands, and we thought providence and virtue would follow. But it's a poisonous thing.
You're not wrong.
She comes out of the fog, leaning forward, her massive form. She is far, far larger than Dupla LaCroix's ancient black dragon form. She is far, far larger than Syndryssa. She is equivalent in size to Shellatrak. Shellatrak is a big dragon. And she breathes on you. And as she does, you can feel your body transform. You transform into a wormling. And then your body grows further. And your body, your wild-shaped form now extends into the form of a young green dragon.
Nice.
Boy, howdy.
And you gain 1 legendary resistance.
I can't stunning strike you anymore.
Both of these will be gone by the next moon. By the next evening. The evening after this one. In 24 hours, you will lose access to this and you'll be returned to your form. Use them wisely. Good luck, Selena.
Fuck.
And remember, trust nothing of her. Believe nothing you see. And try to stay ahead of her. Okay. So you all are able to complete the extended rest. Long rest. Be able to make those preparations as you see fit. The one question I have for you all, he will if you ask him to. Do you want Brother Thomas to come along? He can either come with you or he can stay behind to protect the town. The Colonel strongly expects the town to be attacked if you go into the maze. Just so you all know. And
I feel like he should stay with the people because they should probably have someone who could heal them.
He should stay and protect his flock.
Okay.
Hopefully him and Drethagene will be up to the task.
I'm sure they
Perhaps.
will.
Would the Colonel be open to bringing the rest of the townspeople into his manse?
So as you wake, you can already see that is exactly what has started to happen. Which is good because they were going to get fucking annihilated. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm glad that we made that choice.
There's a reason people don't rise up against ancient dragons with meteors. They die when they do.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's a whole thing we've got to contend with.
Yeah. All right, so you have the young green dragon wild shape and 1 legendary resistance that you get to use just once in the next 24 hours.
That's hot.
Boy, howdy.
Which is a preview of potential unlocks.
Boy.
This is great. I'm quivering with
Okay,
anticipation.
so Matt, I have a question.
Yeah.
Does the poison and the bug that I saw in her lair, if those are actually what's there, would things that would affect water, so spells that affect water also affect that liquid in her lair? So like Maelstrom can control
Yes,
water
because this specifically not absolutely every liquid, but yes, they do.
for the most part. Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
Yep. This is more like a brackish, poisonous water than it is a different substance.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I think with that we can, so here's what I would like to do. I'd like this to get us to the line of the maze where we're about to enter the maze. That's where I want to get us before we go to break.
Perfect.
So is there anything else anyone wishes to do?
How long do we think it's going to take us to get through this maze?
Absolutely. At least an hour.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
that answers
If you
my
do
question.
everything right, you'll get there in an hour, through it in an hour.
Colonel doesn't have any potions of enhanceability, does he?
No, but
Yeah.
Brother Thomas could cast it on one or two or three of you.
Yeah.
He's got plenty of resources. He's a 12th level sorcerer with a staff of healing.
I guess to get us through everything, it wouldn't hurt to bump Selena's wisdom to get us through the maze.
I already have advantage on saving throws.
Oh,
Yeah, but this is for a check.
Mazes there's gonna be some perception.
I already have advantage on perception checks.
Oh, that's
but
true.
like survival or something, I don't know if that's gonna come into play, or dispelling magics.
He can do wisdom or intelligence, up to y'all.
I don't know. What do we think?
Wisdom.
For the group as a whole, probably wisdom.
He'll do it on three of you.
Gilly
not me.
Definitely.
It doesn't matter for me because
he will choose Merlin, Selena, and Justice. You have enhanceability wisdom for an hour.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's smart. That's
he
the way
bids
to do
you
it.
adieu at the tree line. Is what will happen.
Perfect.
Writing this down.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone wishes to do?
I should probably speak to my husband.
Yes. Okay. So as you approach your husband, you can see the look on his face. Yeah, is not pleased, to say the least. He goes, "So, what did I say?"
You know, I always thought that you were a great seer.
If the gods had any sense, they would have blessed me with the ability to see in the future. But I just have my intuition.
Mm-hmm. I promise I'm coming back.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
You make a great point, but I will do everything in my power to come back to you.
See that you do. I knew this was happening. I'm not going to fight it. You got a purpose. I just don't want to lose you.
We'll do everything in our power to make sure that doesn't happen. And I'm assuming this conversation is happening like before we've left. So like I don't have my gauntlets on yet. Mm-hmm. So I just with my bare hands grab him on both sides of his face, kiss him on the mouth, and cast another 4th level death ward on him.
He smiles and says, "I'll survive too. Gotta take more than all this to get me down."
Love you eternally.
I'll love you forever.
And then I join the rest of the group.
You see, he turns around and he looks over and he's like, "Give me a gun or something. I need to defend myself." As you all walk away towards the maze. Brother Thomas, blessing the three of you with advantage on wisdom checks. He says, "Farewell, Prism. I think we'll see each other here by dawn's early light. Good luck.
Thank you. We'll do our best.
And in the lonely edge of the forest, with the hoot and holler of the animals as you approach it, you can see an owl look down. Woo, 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 and just kind of give you a menacing look and then fly away.
And then I'm sure
Vicious mockery, that owl.
It's being mind controlled.
Yes.
I want to.
I would, as a ritual for 10 minutes, give us water walk before we go into the maze, knowing that I'll have to probably cast an actual spell with it when we get to the cave.
Okay. So as you enter the very thick, not bricket, what is it? The thicket of thorns, vines, trees, leaves, and bog stretches before you. It's almost impenetrable, and you kind of struggle where to find a spot. And then somewhere along this line, a little archway opens, perfect for the size of the 5 of you to enter. You hear a whisper on the wind. Come to your death. That's where we're going to break.
Woo!
So do I
Here.
not need to cast Find the Path at this point?
You still might want that.
Yeah, I think that she wants to bring us into the
if you
murder
brought
maze.
it. Okay, we are back. Prism has just unsuccessfully tried to defeat the Warlock and the Evoker. They got away. They've done some preparations, did a little more brainstorming, got some temporary new abilities, disbuffing, and now they stand at the precipice of a maze forest, attempting to find their way to Syndryssa's lair. What do you wish to do, Prism, as this archway opens before you, and you are beckoned towards your death by a draconic voice?
I'm going to go ahead and cast Find the Path. Take a whole minute to do it.
Okay. With that, actually, the spell goes off, and there's this powerful green light that kind of shimmers from your hand as you concentrate on the spell. It requires a relatively powerful regent, but we can say you would have gotten that. It's not a consumed regent, but it's a 100 GP regent, which means you actually have to have the specific item, but you can grab it.
So I was actually thinking about that, and I still have those green dragon scales from the first dragon that we
Awesome.
went against. So I was
Visora.
going to use those along with the gem that I just bought, the Insignia of Claws, green one. Concentrate with those.
Alrighty, so you focus with those and hone that power in. And the Find the Path beats the maze.
Nice.
You have a serene journey compared to everything else, and you find your way into a cavern. The entrance to this cavern is marked by where the cave face is. Where the cave sits, it is a dragon's face. There are wooden spikes sticking out of the ground with skeletal figures hanging on them. There is a very large, what you assume to be is an abnormally large troll's corpse stretched on a series of those pillars, 3 of them, whose the body is decaying and rotting and has been stretched and it is pushed down. There are bear pelts that hang as almost like a curtain for the cave, keeping out a blocking line of sight. You can hear the kind of, I actually have the track for this. You can hear the pools of acid bloop, 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 pour out.
And how long has it been since that Find the Path?
It took you an hour to travel.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Water Walk again on us all so that we have another hour of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast True Seeing on myself.
Now,
Yeah. Oh, snap! I thought you said that.
Snap. Sorry.
All right, I've got the bubbling pools playing. Okay, 120 feet vision on true sight.
Yes.
Okay. So goes out. So far, no illusions.
And this is like an entrance, right?
Yep,
This
it's
this
it's
what
cave
this
entrance.
feels like.
Yep.
Okay.
This is where the spell has
then-
led you.
And with Pass Without a Trace, so knowing that we're looking for that hoard room that's full of that ichor, how far are we away from that?
The spell has brought you to the precipice of this cave. I don't believe it tells you the distance. How you know how far it is? Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Let me see. Actually, I can tell you almost exactly where you are. You're about 150 feet from it.
Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and cast Find Traps
Good.
to see if there's
Is that also
any.
that's also concentration?
It is not. It is just detection.
Cool. Yeah. All right. A trap for the purpose of the spells includes anything that would inflict. Okay. 120 feet.
Yep.
Alarm spell with a warning. Perfect. It is divination. Perfect. Okay. So you extend your senses out. Within 120 feet of you, no traps.
Okay. She's got no traps that aren't natural defenses, and it's about 150 feet between us and the middle of this cave. You guys ready?
I was created ready.
Just until we get up to the whole thing right now, I'm going to cast enhance ability on Sibelius intelligence.
Okay, you have advantage on intelligence checks.
Alright, perfect.
And Brother Thomas's enhance ability fades from the wisdom because it's been an hour.
Good.
Okay, and we all still water walk up. Yeah, I think this is about as prepared as we can get.
Alright.
Did you
Believe
say something
so.
about pass without a trace being up? Did you say that?
No, water
Okay.
walk.
Got it. Sorry.
Okay, so how would this work?
And before we start moving forward, I'll center myself, draw my sword, and cast a chill shield on myself as well.
Okay. So with true seeing, oh my god. So you don't get very far into the cave, just based on this is a pretty big cave too. Good old true seeing. Okay.
Who has true seeing up?
Mirrodin.
That's right, I thought. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I knew who had it.
Okay, so you get about there, a little further in. Marilyn being in the center, I'm assuming, or unless Marilyn would be in the front. It doesn't really make a huge difference.
That's fine. There is fine.
About there is where you would get. So Marilyn, with true seeing, you see things as they are. You see through illusion. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And you see where the rest of you see on the center pile of Syndryssa, or Syndryssa as she is also known, laying on a pile of gold on this, thing that's in this brackish liquid, as you can all see now on the map. And Rob, be sure to take the promos down.
I should? Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I can't see straight. I can't see
Oh,
it straight.
sorry.
Yeah, you're cool. You're cool. Okay. You see flickers because it is an illusion.
Oh!
This is a false lair.
Stop. Everyone stop.
A false lair that was revealed in a dream intentionally to Selena.
I knew it. I called it.
With find the traps, Selena. And now that you've moved in about here, you do sense. Oh God, a trap out here. Ish, roughly somewhere around there. It's kind of that whole area is warded. And with find traps, it's divination, and it kind of affects the way you see things. It doesn't tell you what type of trap they are. There's a trap there.
Yep. I will let people know that there's a trap and vaguely where it is.
Nice job, y'all.
We prepped.
Damn.
You did.
Those were
It
some
helps
smart
when-
calls. Fuck.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna
Yeah.
say it helps when one of you can turn into a dragon and knows everything, right?
The trap is real bad.
Oh boy. Do I know what would trigger it now? Knowing that I know it's there.
Getting closer.
Okay.
Is that thing to our right? Is that like a side junction? Like
It
a little-
is. It is.
Perfect. Gesture silently that way so we can avoid the trap.
Okay.
I
Want to go down there?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, she's trying to lure us here.
Hmm.
my devil sight just checking. It isn't picking anything interesting up, right?
That's what magical darkness. With Devil Sight, she's not using magical darkness in this false trap.
Okay, just checking. I know that was a thing that interacted interestingly with the void creatures that I wasn't expecting, so I'm just making sure.
So, what do you all wish to do? Shavelius, with your elven eyes, you see down here just
Elven eyes.
barely. You do see there is a tomb of some kind, a draconic tomb. Stands very tall, very large.
That shit ain't great.
There's something down here. I don't know whether it's real or not, but it'll at least let us avoid the trap. It might be an entrance of some sort.
Lead the way.
Alright. I will slowly work my way down that passage unless somebody's saying stop.
True seeing.
Oh, here we go.
This true seeing is coming through.
I'm so happy that
Y'all
that
have
we
no
had that.
idea. So in this hallway, Selena,
Oh.
you cannot see these traps because they're protected by Nystel's magic aura, which trumps Find Trap. But it's an illusion spell. True Seeing can see it. Down that hallway, the same trap extends. You can now see it wraps around the cavern, and it's actually far wider and larger than you assume. You're literally at the precipice. 1 foot forward, and the trap will trigger.
So I pick up
Civilius.
my foot and okay. Take a
Shit.
step
This
backwards.
whole cave is rigged to kill us, essentially.
And you see in the trap, the wall of magic, meteors swarming around.
Oh no!
What the?
You're
What an
That would have been
actual
a
fuck.
free meteor swarm for her. Free.
Oh.
Shit's free, baby. Contingency.
Real estate.
Well, not contingency quite, but yeah.
Wow, not great.
We dispel it. Do we travel further in, or perhaps we could fall asleep?
We know that Nindra and Krivich are here. Do we set it off and just kind of take a step back, hoping it'll catch them?
Or pretend that like we got real hurt.
We could try to deceive the deceiver. I
don't think
foresee
it'll
that
work.
working, but we could absolutely try.
Okay. how's this work? So what's your name? Meryl. Not Meryl.
Merlin.
Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
Yes, honey.
Yes.
Marilyn, please go ahead and make a perception check. True seeing reveals a lot, but there's some things you gotta good old fashioned hide.
I'm sure that none of these people are good at this.
The dice are the dice.
No.
Natural one.
No!
Don't
Oh,
see shit.
no.
But what's the total?
Total is 10.
Okay. And Selena, I want you to make a perception check as well, since this is not about true seeing.
Okay. Do I make this one with advantage?
Yeah, you do.
Alrighty.
The
Oh,
god
yeah,
of
not-
stone is
Dice
forsaken
safe.
us.
Just
Okay, that's not terrible. That is 22.
22. Okay.
And my passive's 24.
Yeah, you had to roll above your passive. Okay, you're good. So you all looking around as you talk about the evoke, Mr. Cribbits and Nindra. Nothing. You don't see them.
The radius of
You don't see them.
meteor swarm is quite large. If we summon it, do not we risk hurting ourselves? What is the trigger?
Absolutely.
Perhaps if we...
I can try really hard to dispel it.
DC
It's-
19.
Mm-hmm. I can try really hard.
I can also try to dispel it as well. If we want to back up, I mean, we do have some range with dispel. If
So Vilius, you have
it does go
advantage.
off.
You have
Sure
advantage
do.
on your
Yep.
check.
You sure do. The
we
only thing
should
I
back
wonder
up.
about, is if we should keep your counter spells,
True.
because that competes with your counter spelling.
Well,
Mm,
can you inspire Merlin and then we all back up? And
Sure, I can do that.
You all are gonna want to back up because
Yeah.
Yeah.
40-foot radius. It
Yeah.
covers
Yeah.
it covers to the precipice of the cave.
Back it up.
The spell has 120 feet, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we-
It sure does.
Do we have any idea what the trigger would be?
Nope. No way of knowing.
I'm guessing
So-
you can't send like a throw a bunny in there and it says nothing.
I'm just looking at things that we might be able to throw down there.
Since is dispel magic technically an ability check?
It is.
Could I guide myself if I were to do that?
It's true seeing concentration.
I can give you guidance.
It is not
You-
concentration.
Okay, so either way you have guidance.
And then I'll say, hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but that's a big trap. Dispel it, maybe. And I'll give you inspiration.
Gaelish, you should just take a couple steps back.
I love it.
True sight can see into the ethereal plane.
Yep, sure can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
Good spell.
It's
Okay, go
so
ahead
good.
and roll. I don't think you have advantage, so you just need to roll the d20 and add guidance and add your wisdom modifier.
That's right.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Okay. So
And my inspiration is a D10.
inspiration of a D10 puts it at So 14 plus 4 plus 4 is 22.
And
Yep.
then the
And then
D4
plus
from
5?
guidance. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There's a known
Um,
DC of 19.
So 29.
Nice.
You send out this whip of abjurant energy, and it causes the wall to fall. And as it falls, you see a beam of red light from back shot into the cavern. I usually all make dexterity saving throws.
Son of-
Can I counterspell that?
Way too far away.
Oh no.
Origin of the cast is like 150 feet away.
I
That's
don't like that.
I love it.
And as it travels towards you, you see it transform from a bead of pure fire to a bead of force.
Oh, that's
But
You've seen
why?
You've seen this technique once before.
Yep.
dickish.
Whatever.
24.
Okay, so re-roll once.
Oh, off to a good
We're
start.
starting real great. It's the...
My special eyes.
Okay. I think that will do it.
Sevilius,
16.
you make it, so you only take 20 points of force damage.
Okay.
Lena,
That was meteor storm.
no, it was a
Okay.
fireball transform.
Thank God. Okay.
Selena, Dex, what was your Dex save?
So I rolled a 6. So I was going to use my DM inspiration. Rolled a 20. So 22.
20 points of force damage. Justice,
24.
0. Mirlin,
18.
20 points of force damage. Gilly,
Okay.
I had a 17.
20 points of force damage. A fireball, which is transformed into a force ball, explodes from deep back in the cavern. You hear as the form of Mr. Cribbits dashes somewhere in the cavern. I need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Shit.
Guy. I hate him.
I hate his ass.
I hate his ass too.
Natural fucking
Ooh.
20.
Yeah.
Yes!
20.
That's nice.
So, 150 feet. Yep, exactly.
The music got super quiet for me. I'm not sure if it almost stopped.
Oh, that's me.
Okay.
Sorry, I
There
forget.
we go.
Yeah, I forget that my thing affects player side. Sorry, folks.
How dare you?
My auditory
How
issues. And Gilly, I need you to move you back on the map. You would have been like back here somewhere.
Oh, okay. Yep.
No.
Yep.
Okay, Prism. Let's do this one more time. Gilly,
One last time.
Initiative.
17.
Justice,
22.
Selena,
12.
Mirlin,
19.
Sevilius.
12.
Okay, they already have theirs. So, Justice.
Did I see? Did I see Mr. Cribbits moving around?
You did not. He was far away.
Got it.
You just hear echoing through the cave. I fucking love Kermit Wizard was a good choice.
I love it, but I also am going. I like.
Fuck, this is a giant cave. Okay.
Yeah. And yet
Alright.
True Seeing covered so much of it, which was not. I'm so proud of y'all for not falling for that. I was certainly worried for your lives. Because it's a meteor storm she prepped ahead of time.
All right, I'm going to move forward here
Mm-hmm.
with a move action. I'm going to ready an action to like throw a dagger at the first enemy I can see.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
Is it okay? Would it have been fine for me to have summoned that psychic crystal before, the psychic blade before?
As a bonus, or
Like as we were coming into the cave?
when the dispel hit, yeah, sure. You're like ready because you're ready for that flashpoint. Go ahead and mark off your 2 key points. You ready your action, honing your kind of monkish skills, your action, and then your reaction should as well.
Right, and then with my bonus action, then since I didn't use it because I used it before,
Okay.
I will take the dodge action.
Oh, nice. So 1 key point there.
Yep.
So you're down 3. Mirlin, it's your turn.
Okay, so I am going to move. Okay, I'm going to move 30 feet down this way, and I'm going to go ahead and bust out my, what is it called? Radiant Soul. I'm going to activate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
so you
the
can
wings
fly now.
just sprout from my
Yes.
back.
So you unleash the
Okay.
celestial. I'm assuming it's celestial. As you radiant energy and wings sprouting out of your back. What do your wings look like?
They're brown with random black feathers speckled.
Hell yes. Hell yes. That's awesome. See how these beautiful, see, I'm so glad I asked. I was not going to describe them that way. Beautiful brown feathers, touches of black. Do you fly into the air at all?
That was my whole movement, so no. But
Okay.
do I see anything extra, like, as I get to that point? Like, do I see anything?
You don't. You don't. Because they're hidden.
All right, that's all I got.
Yeah, and the other one's too
Move
far.
up there.
Such a map.
Actually, sorry, no, he's not hidden. You have 120 feet of dark vision?
I sure do.
true.
So, Marilyn,
Oh, sorry.
you do,
Of
right?
dark vision or true sight?
Oh
True seeing, sorry.
yeah, true seeing wouldn't matter. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm losing my mind. You do see, since he's no longer hidden, you see Mr. Kribbits down here. He's hiding. He's not technically hidden anymore. So he's just like crouched down.
Okay. Can I like try to just like point him out to everyone else so everyone else can see him?
That's where that asshole is.
That's where he is now.
Fuck.
Kermit's right there.
Mr. Quidditch.
Okay, that's your turn. Gilly, it's your turn.
Shit. He's so far away.
Sure is.
I don't think I can get him with what I want to get him with.
Damn.
Just checking range on one thing. It sure is not far enough. Okay.
I simultaneously love and hate him.
I am just going to okay, I'm going to move up a bit so that I can get Justice in my beacon of hope since he left my radius.
Sorry.
I'm gonna actually yeah, I'm gonna throw it up just in case because I get one for free. It's fine. I'm gonna throw up Beacon of Hope. We're gonna start there, and then I'll look to Civilias and I'll say, if you can get me within 90 feet of that froggish asshole, I might be able to do something about him.
I can get you within 5.
I don't need to be that close.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. So
Just get us within disintegration range. Or, do you have it? Do you have it? Did you pack it?
No.
Fuck.
What the
Get me
fuck?
within 90 feet of him. That's all I'll say.
Okay, that is your turn.
I know I do have it.
You do have it? Okay,
I do.
cool.
I'm saving
we
that
can combo
slot.
something. So that's my movement, that's my action, and then my bonus action, I am just going to... How fucking bad is well, no, we're okay. I'm going to, with my bonus action, I'm going to inspire... I'm gonna inspire Selena. I'm gonna say, she's gonna come for you. Don't let her take you.
Yeesh.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
You need everything. Don't you dare let her take you from us, is what I'll say. And I'll just kind of hold my hand out towards Sibelius, ready for whenever he's gonna take me somewhere.
Take me away.
Yeah.
I'll take a place. Going Natasha Bedingfield on him or whoever that was. Okay. Okay. So that is your turn. On
Sure
an
is.
Count 12 from a hidden position. A wall of thorns erupts. I need Justice, Mirlin, and Gilly to make dexterity saving throws.
Advantage.
Oh man, that's the worst yet. crowd.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Hold on.
Only Justice. Justice, you see just briefly that she is behind this tomb.
Awesome.
Cast that spell.
You guys have to see double nat 20s
Can you quit it?
Why'd you have
It's good.
advantage?
It's great.
because of the dodge.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you. Good job.
Sure did.
Okay.
More nat 20s in one night than I've ever had.
More
Jesus.
nat 20s than God. Okay.
That's
Um,
right.
What was your Justice? You make it. You take 0. Marilyn,
8.
28 points of magical piercing damage. Gilly,
Dirty 20.
14 points of magical piercing damage, and you were caught in a wall of thorns. So it's just very difficult to move through and very painful to move through.
Is she close enough for my ready to action to be triggered?
She is. She's 60 feet away exactly. She has partial cover.
Okay. I'm in darkness, so I get advantage. Dim light.
Yep. With the shadow dagger. So it's a straight roll.
Oh, okay. Then I will take the first dice that I.
This is your green one.
Yes. The green one was a 17 on the dice plus 10, so yeah, so 27. No, not plus 10. Sorry, plus minus 2, plus 8, so 25.
25.
Yep.
Hits.
Got it.
Yes, her dex is higher than yours. Wait.
Dang it.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
is. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. 12 plus 6 is 18, plus 3 is 21, plus 4.
Sorry, you said your 2 hit was 25?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a hit?
Yep.
So that will be 20. Sorry, let me add that. 12 plus 8 is. Or 12 plus 6 is 18, plus 3 is 21, plus 4 is 25. 25 points of psychic damage.
You didn't do sneak attack on that, right?
I did.
Why would you do sneak attack?
Oh, I had advantage before. I thought just if I didn't
It's
have
a straight
disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You don't have advantage on the actual roll. You just canceled out the disadvantage.
Understood.
So no
Sorry
sneak
about that.
attack.
So 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 points of damage.
That sounds more like it.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. With your action and reaction, you throw out a dagger, striking her in the shoulder. She pops up to release this spell. She has to make a concentration check. It's not disadvantage because you're not within 5 feet of her. She makes it.
Damn.
With an 18. Excuse me. Yeah, an 18. Get her in the shoulder. She looks around. She's going to go ahead and move. That is a space she can move into. 5, 10, 15. You lose sight of her heading east, and then she's going to make a hide action with her bonus action. Okay, well, all right. Aurelius.
Okay, so there's no way to see around this thing. Like, I can't see, like, a crack or...
Blocks line of sight.
Little shit can bonus action hide.
Yeah, she sure can.
Can't
Okay. Bonus action Blade Song. I will move up to Gilly. I will grab her hand. And then I will Dimension Door as my action, but I want to modify the spell so that I close my eyes and I try to remember a spot on the other side of the wall of thorns to get to.
That's within the range of the spell, I believe. You don't have to see it or anything.
With Dimension Door, you have to see it, right?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Oh, well,
Nope.
never mind then. Okay, yeah, I'm fine.
You don't have to
Sorry.
You don't have to take 4d12 necrotic damage.
Okay, perfect. I could have made that. I would have been fine. I have advantage on end. I'll be
Stop.
fine. So we will... Hold on. I'm scrolling the map because it's really far away.
It's a big old map. It's a
Yep.
big old map.
So
Huge.
we should
So,
be
yeah,
able to blip there, and that should be within the 90 feet that Gilly was asking for. Oh, yeah. And within the 60 for counterspell if needed.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll blip there, and I will grab Gilly's hands, pull her out of the thorns,
Okay.
and drop that.
Yeah, I
Bye.
guess that's not really.
Sure.
That's not technically entering them. It's not entering them, so like, okay, you're good. So you grab Gilly and with the dimension door, flashing forward, and unfortunately for Nindra, you see her tucked behind this cliff over here, and she's right there. She looks down. She's like, "Ah." There are now 2 civilians as your Displacer Beast Kata activates.
Perfect. And I use my bonus to go to Blade Song, and then my movement to move up to Gilly. I cast that from the cloak I got too. So
Cool.
like the cloak whirls around me and like whirls around both of us, and like we appear there.
Nice. The Cape of the Mountebank. Selena with Mr. Krivitz on deck.
Hey. So we're going to go ahead and move ourselves here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't want to move that way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shit.
And thank you, Rob, for being our cameraman.
So remind me, if I end in this wall, I end up dealing with a piercing damage, right?
What was that now?
If I end in this wall, I end up with the piercing damage.
Moving through it. Moving through it, and that 1 square is 20 feet of movement to get through.
Jesus.
I'm not inhibited by
Non-magical
magical plants.
It's non-magical plants, right?
Against plants that are magically created or manipulated to impede movement.
Oh, nice. So you're not impeded by it, but it'll still mark you up.
Okay. Then I will come right behind it then.
So good.
It is so good.
And I think that'll get me close enough to do what I want to do.
No, okay, the feature is moving through non-magical difficult terrain costs you no extra movement. You can pass through non-magical plants without being slowed by them, etc. But then, in addition to the non-magical movement, if it's against magical plants, you get advantage on saving throws.
Okay, perfect. Then I will move up to just right behind it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to, knowing that I didn't get as far forward as I wanted to get, I'm going to send Dawn out to the pedestal out here where we saw Mr. Krivitz.
Okay.
So, because he's right at the edge of 120 feet.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Dawn.
Yep, you don't have to see it.
Yep.
Fucking hot.
The radius is 30 foot.
It certainly is.
Not going to use the special little things we get from the subscription thing for this because the radiant ones are like really hard to see through. Radius token, 30-foot radius.
Look at this map.
Yeah.
Y'all remember we are sponsored, the Ghost Machine is sponsored by Roll20 Spotlight?
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh god, my monitor's done that thing. Dawn has a range of 60 feet.
Doesn't Warcaster double it?
Nope. Spell Sniper.
Fuck.
So, yeah, you can't really
Never mind. Then can I do Erupting Earth at 5th level?
As long as you don't have to see the point.
Choose a point you can see on the ground within range. Fuck. I can't do shit. Fuck it. Dispel this fucking wall. That's what we're gonna do.
All right.
God fucking damn
Roll a
it.
d20, add your wisdom modifier. So this should be a straight roll.
Get her.
That's fine. Fuck me. Fucking 7. God damn
Plus
it.
5
You
is
have
fast.
You have
You do have
inspiration
DM
for me.
inspiration, and you have DM inspiration. Or no, you
No, I
don't.
used DM inspiration. I will add a d10 to that. Sure, 4 points extra.
It just makes it, right? So
Nice.
7 plus 5 is 12, plus 4 is 16. It's a 6th level spell.
Hot
you
damn.
just got it.
Christ almighty.
That
God
is,
damn it.
That
So
was
with a whip of
worst.
Adron energy, you're kind of looking around, trying to find a spot. You're like, I can't get past this, and you slam into the wall, and the wall of thorns just goes tumbling down. It vanishes.
Then I will use the rest of my movement to move my ass up here.
Okay.
And then so that was my action, my movement, and then Bonus action. Give me one more second. No, that one's an action to cast. It's a bonus action to use it. All right, we're gonna. Yep, that's where we're at.
Okay.
Hot.
That was awesome. Okay, Mr. Kribitz's turn. He kind of looks around. Did I get? No, I didn't put him away. Okay, that's his movement. He looks at you both. And he takes 5, 10, 15 feet back, kind of gauging things, making sure he's not within counterspell range, being an assassin for hire. He says, okay, well, time to do this one. He's greater in Viz, so he doesn't want to, which...
If he's greater invisibility, he didn't even need to move.
Yep, but he's still gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna have to do him, I think. He is just going to keep it simple here. He is going to cast... Now he wants more targets for that. He's so greedy.
Sure is.
Meaning I'm greedy.
Mr. Cribbits is greedy.
Oh, Mr. Cribbits is greedy.
Yes.
So before he moves, then, he will let loose a cone of cold. Kind of steps forward. Need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Get fucked. Natural fucking 20.
Nat
Oh my-
fucking 20 as well.
Nice.
Hey,
Yes.
Mr. Cribbins.
You see him harness this energy, and as he lets it loose, you see him harden. And you see the spell get maximized and explode.
Oh.
So that's 64 damage, halved to 32. Gilly, it's 16 total for you.
Yep.
So 32 for Zivilius, Gilly, it's 16. Blam! Slamming into you as he maximizes the spell. You see just a little trickle of blood go from his, drain from his nose. Okay, don't know how many times I can do that one. He's gonna 5, 10, 15, and then he'll end his move there.
You said we saw him harden? Just checking.
Justice. I don't know what that means.
Sorry.
Justice.
Okay, with my turn, I'm going to, with my bonus action, cause the Shadow Blade to reappear in my hand, and I am going to run up to get into base-to-base contact with Nindra.
That's a wall between the two of you, like a cavern wall that goes sheer to the thing.
Oh,
I know it shouldn't matter for movement, but just keep that in mind.
Oh yeah. So I can go up and around, right?
Yep.
My 55 feet. Okay.
Yep.
So I can get into base-to-base contact where I just need to run around that thing.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okie dokie. I am there. Bonus action. Nothing that I have to allow me to get advantage, so I'm just gonna make a straight attack roll on her.
Okay.
15 plus 8. 23.
Okay, so you're above her, so she doesn't benefit from that half cover. 23 hits.
Okay.
Does she want to use this? Yeah, she's just gonna start burning her resistance. I think she's learned how to fight you now, and she's like, I'm just gonna start burning through my reactions. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Perfect. And I remembered I should have advantage because of the dim light, so I didn't. I crit fished, I didn't crit. Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
That is what's a 16 plus 5? 21.
Okay, how much damage did you do with your attack?
Let us see.
Okay.
Since I did have an advantage, that means I get sneak attack.
You did. You have advantage because of the Shadow Blade.
Exactly. So that
Oh,
is
that's loud.
14, 22.
Let me do it this way.
22 plus 4. Why is that a plus 10?
It's
22 plus 4, yeah. 28 points of damage. Psychic.
okay.
Oh, and she provokes, was that thing that she did a spell?
No.
Okay.
Literally happened an hour ago.
I have the memory of a fish.
You sure do. 20 what points of damage?
I think I just said 20, did I say 28? Yeah, 28. 22
Okay.
plus 6.
Slashing into her. Damn. Did I start her at full? Yeah. Slashing into her with a psychic attack. You see she is a little bit rocked, and she uses her reaction to blast you with poisonous energy. You take 35 points of poison damage, but then half to 17 because you succeeded, half to 8 because you're resistant.
Got it.
Or you're immune, actually. So forget that.
Oh, yeah. As it washes over me and like the vapors clear, I'll say, you're going to have to do much better than that. And I'm going to make my second attack on her.
Okay.
16 plus 8, 24.
24 hits, and she's used her reaction.
Alrighty. That is 14 plus 6, 20 points of damage.
Shit. She's bloodied.
So slash with the psychic blade.
And then she's no longer concentrating on anything. I can't see which one of these are red. I think that's red. Okay.
She's bloodied. Fuck.
She doesn't have a lot of health. She has an alternate form. That's how she's been surviving.
Yeah.
So yeah, slashing into her. You can see she is wounded. Even though with the psychic attacks, you can kind of see blood vessels rupture, and she starts to internally bleed. You can see blue spots along her body. And she kind of slows her breathing. Is that your turn?
That is me.
Yeah, Mirlin's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna use 30 feet of movement to get to this point. I think that's within my... she probably has legs.
Wreck her day, Mirlin.
Okay, so I am going to, with my hammer, use one of the charges to throw it at her.
Yeah. What's the save on that?
It's Constitution, I want to say.
Yeah.
Actually, hold on 1 second, because it might. Every creature. I'm not going to do that. That's a really bad idea, actually.
Okay.
Justice.
Are you sure?
Fund.
Oh yeah.
So
You can. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, that'd be
we're
bad.
gonna wait on that.
Yeah, that would stun everybody.
Wait till current comes out. Instead of that, I'm actually going to cast at 4th level guiding bolt on.
Okay.
Actually,
With your
she's bloody 3rd, probably.
okay, she does have cover, so her AC is slightly elevated.
Okay.
Oh, you're on initiative count. Okay, that's fine.
Oh no.
Don't fail me now. Okay. 23 to hit.
Okay. You have true sight.
I do.
23 hits.
Now I'm scared because you brought it up. Oh no.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Selena does not have true sight. The deck saves. Oh boy. Sorry, I can't help but talk.
19 plus. No, it's just 19. 19 points of radiant damage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
19
And
points.
next-
You cast it at 3rd level, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 66? Okay. 19 points slamming into her bolt of light. You see this kind of singe mark on her shoulder. Grants
Oh.
advantage to the next attack roll.
Oh, that's not it though. Hold on, sorry. I
Yeah.
forgot that because I pumped out the wings. Another 12.
12 radiant damage. Good call. So this massive bolt of radiant light slams
Fuck
into
yeah.
her, singes her shoulder even more, kind of burning the skids across her body, harnessed by the celestial energies that you are granted from the astral sea or high heavens, whether you be lawful or chaotic, or excuse me, chaotic or lawful, respectively. Yeah, she is looking hurt.
That's all I got.
Okay. At the end of your turn, so this is interesting. Somewhere in this cave, you hear this kind of like ooh, ooh from an owl. It really doesn't matter. There are all sorts of small rodents about, and it looks over at you. And because she can see through this creature's eyes, yeah. You hear from, as if pulled off from some far, long, distant meteorite in the void, using 2 legendary actions, Syndryssa, who is somewhere in this cave, casts Meteor Swarm. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh god. Oh no.
Please, sweet baby Jesus.
Selena. Well, we'll get there. And with that, we're going to change the music.
To a death march, because that's what this is.
Oh, Eli.
Okay.
Good, it's good. Okay, we're good.
Sovelius.
17.
17 just makes it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. She is a powerful spellcaster, but even she has her limits. She relies on deception and misguidance rather than raw power of the dragons that you've met before.
And I have Chill Shield up, so I'd have resistance to fire as well.
Oh, did you? I missed that. You have that up? Okay,
Yeah.
so 60. So you take 33 points of fire damage and 33 points of magical bludgeoning damage. Have the fire, so 16 and 33. Mirlin, Selena.
You're not going to believe this. This natural 20, so 22.
33 points of fire and 33 points of magical bludgeoning.
I'll go ahead and use my reaction to have that fire.
So 16 and 33. Mirlin.
15.
Heath. Nope. 66 points of fire, have the 33 because you're resistant, and 66 points of magical bludgeoning, so 99 points of damage.
Guess what?
You're still up, right?
I'm out. No.
Oh, really?
I'm at 71 right now.
With all those bonuses to your health?
Well, we got hit.
Oh,
twice,
you got
so-
hit. Yeah. So you fall unconscious. Justice.
17.
Yeah, 0. You take 0. Gilly.
8 plus 9.
22.
33 points of fire, 33 points of magical bludgeoning. As these meteors slam into you, radiating. And when the dust clears, Nindra is dead.
Oh.
She cries out, "You have failed me for the last time. You cannot destroy these interlopers. You are no scion of mine. You do not deserve to carry my aspect. I will break them. I will show them what real power is." And a green kind of soul mote lifts up from Syndrassil's body and flies somewhere into the cave. And because, actually, Selena, you know where her general location is because you can see the soul mote fly. She's there. She's tucked back in there.
Oof.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh,
She's
boy.
just hanging out over there. with the rest of the
She
stuff.
is invisible.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That fucking fuck.
She wasn't always there.
Right, of
She's
course.
been moving through. Oh, God, that's horrifying.
She can
No, that
burrow.
makes sense.
This
Anyway.
is horrifying.
Yeah. Let me add her. That was her 2 legendary actions. So as those get resolved,
You know, Matt, I see your little game. I've seen Power Rangers, the original, the Green Ranger. I know what's happening here.
you know what's happening there.
Um,
So, Miro, that
there's-
was at the end of your... Yes?
There's no way I can maintain concentration, so Beacon of Hope is down.
Anyone else maintaining concentration on anything that got hit walloped?
Nope.
Think not. Okay. So that was Merlin's turn. Let me do this again. Make sure I don't skip over nobody. Okay, then Gilly. Yeah. See, I knew I skipped over something. Gilly, it's your turn.
Privet sure wasn't in the range of that, right?
No, definitely not.
Too bad.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's think about this. Triage. Shit. Just 1 foot out of the range. Oh God, I'm not gonna. Come on, mouse. Cooperate with me. Fuck me. Okay. Decisions. So I'm going to move. I can't get there. Okay, I'm gonna move 1 foot, 1 square. Sorry, 5 feet over. I can't get Selena in the range. I'm gonna put Beacon of Hope back up. Fuck. And I'm going to I'm gonna give Mirlin 10 points.
God, she's dead.
She sure is dead. And then I'm just gonna say, I can't see that fucking frog. It's a problem. I think that's action, bonus action.
Yep.
That I think is there anywhere I can gain some cover here?
Yeah, there's stone over there. There's a little divot down there. Just all relative where you're getting cover from. Cover from Syndryssa. Move 5 feet northeast and you're good. You have a little bit of cover.
So like here?
Yep. You can even teeter the edge there and move 5 feet over if you want to.
No, I don't want to do that.
You have half cover.
We have water walk though, so touching like that kind of.
It's poison, so you should be fine. You hope.
Yep.
Well, I'll stay where I am. I'll stay there.
Just go swimming in it.
Yeah, this is great. Okay.
I don't like it.
At the end of your turn, Syndryssa is going to use 1 legendary action. She's going to cast Dispel Magic.
Can I see her?
No. Actually, let's see. No, she's invisible. Okay, she's going to cast Dispel Magic on you, Selena. It does make it. So you feel the protections of the Hero's Feast fall. And fade away from your body.
Oh no.
Of all the people that have that happen to, I'll take it because I'm still immune to poison. So.
That's true.
And you still have a high whiz save, so.
Yep.
Of
Could
all
be
the
worse.
people.
And Beacon of Hope hits them when you cast it.
Selena wasn't in it.
Okay, either way.
Yeah,
So I don't know how that interaction would go. All right, that was just the 1 legendary action. And now, at the top of Syndrasyl's turn, she's going to get all of her legendary actions back.
Fuck.
And she is going to worm her way. You see her slither towards you, Selena. She says, "Hello, false one. It is certainly..." And you see her kind of climb through. And she's kind of on the cavern, the top of the cavern-ish of this hallway. And she looks down, her head kind of twisted, and she has an awful sneer on her face. And she says, "It is your end, yes? Goodbye." And she's going to make a series of attacks at you. First, she is going to let out a massive roar of frightful presence, and you make a wisdom saving throw against a frightened effect.
I can't be frightened.
Because of? That's only against Fae and Elementals.
It was Hero's Feast giving you. Yeah.
Oh,
Which is
she
gone.
doesn't fall into either of those, and I don't have.
Hero's Feast.
The Eureka Girl doesn't do Frightened from Green Dragons?
Nope. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. 12.
12 total.
Yep.
You are frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. But
Okay.
you're gonna have a disadvantage on attack rolls, and you cannot move while you can see her, which is invisible, so technically you can't. So actually, you're good for now.
Okay.
Best possible outcome.
That's just what she does at the beginning of her attack, and then she's gonna make 3 attacks on you.
Okay.
Make my way downtown.
3 attacks. Okay. 27 to hit with the first one.
Yep, sure hits.
You're gonna take 19 points of piercing damage, and you're immune to poison damage, so you're good.
I love it.
Okay.
A 32 to hit, so you're gonna
Yep.
take 22 points of slashing damage, and then a million to hit, so you're gonna take 22 points of slashing damage. So 19, 22, 22.
Alrighty.
44 plus 19, 63? Yeah. So she just waylays into you after letting out a horrid roar. Oh, 1 second. She has advantage on all those. I'm just crit fishing. You good. She waylays into you. Strike after strike, and you feel the weight of an ancient dragon. Not your first rodeo, but those took that hurt. She is still invisible. Civilius, it's your turn.
All right. Oh, jeez. This is not great.
No.
All right. So I will, with my 5th level bonus action, cast Fast Step on myself. Just to
Okay.
get that up. When I cast it, I teleport in the same turn, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Correct.
Perfect. Hold on, let me pull up the mat. I'm kind of juggling stuff right now.
Yeah, I feel you. There's a little ledge right there you can stand on.
Yep. Then I will go there.
That's perfect.
As you do with your bonus action, you can see there are 2 civilians yet again, and they kind of nod at one another, and they jaunt forward. Blade out, you get a free attack as part of casting a spell with your
All right.
legendary weapon.
At regular, because I have advantage from the int roll.
Advantage, disadvantage.
Miss 3 on the dice.
Okay.
That's not gonna hit her.
Striking out, and you realize she's not quite there. Yep. You're still trying to figure out her position. That's your bonus action.
Yep. And then is my regular action. I will just make a booming blade attack on her.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
This will be at disadvantage.
Yep. 19?
19 misses.
Dang it. Okay. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Striking out, still trying to kind of figure out where exactly she is. You realize she's a little bit up, kind of clinging to the roof, but she's still kind of within reach. At the end of your turn, she is going to use... She's got a lot of command here. She's going to use 1 legendary action to cast a spell magic on you, Civilius. Or, excuse me. Yes, 1 legendary action for the spell for now.
All right.
That does work against the Hero's Feast. Does not get it with the far step. That's only a 13. She got an 18 against the Hero's Feast and only a 13 against the far step. As you feel this kind of warmth leave your body, losing the benefits of the Hero's Feast. You all heard a massive roar echo throughout the cavern.
Does that also try to dispel the beacon of hope on Civilius?
See, that's what I was figuring out. I mean, you're concentrating on it, so I think you're still the source of it.
Okay.
Didn't she lose concentration, or did you recast it?
She recast.
I recast it, but I couldn't get Selena in the second time.
I'll think more about it, but for now, that's what I'm going with. Because I feel like if you have to concentrate on it, the source is you. Okay, so that is just 1 legendary action at the end of your turn, Civilius. Selena. So that's her second time doing that. Selena with Mr. Krivitz on deck.
Yep. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to do math and I'm really bad at all of this. Okay. Alrighty. So you said she's clinging to the side of this cave, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do it. We're gonna go ahead and push a 6th level blight. No, because I can't see her. Because she's invisible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go ahead and erupting earth right in front of me
Okay.
and push that sphere back. So right in front of me, 20 feet back.
Right.
Along wherever that magic came from. And dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh. 18.
Fuck me. You sure it's not 17?
I'm sure. I'm
God
sure.
fucking damn it.
10 plus 8.
She'll still take half, but god
Yeah.
damn.
Go ahead and roll your d12s.
Yeah. 60 12s. Fuck me. Alright.
Difficult terrain for her now.
It certainly is. That was a shitty roll anyway. 12, 18, 29 halved.
Okay. And have to 14. Slamming into her. She does have to make a concentration save. For that little bit of damage. DC 10. I don't know if she can fail a DC 10, but we're about to find out. Oh, she cannot. So she makes it.
Yeah.
It's a good thing she has a high bonus. That was a natural 1 that I rolled.
I
So
knew it.
she can't fail, though, on the DC 10. Okay. So you let loose that spell.
I do. And I'm gonna healing word myself.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn. My shitty, terrible turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to use... Oh, God, you know what? Being an ancient dragon is hard, because they never know what the hell to do. As much as I
Must
study...
be hard to have all those
Yeah.
hit points and
It
all those
is.
spells and
The legendary
all those legendary
resistances.
resistances and
It's
actions.
a lot to
It must
manage.
be real hard to be a dragon.
And I spend a lot of time looking over this stuff, and it's hard for me, okay?
I feel.
Would she start with that? No.
I mean, she probably knows I'm down to 20 hit points. Like
Yeah.
18.
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I would say that she knows you're hurt. She's very tactical, so what she is going to do, though, is she is going to let Mr. Krivitz go. Okay, she's not going to do anything yet. Mr. Krivitz. Mr. Krivitz is going to step forward. 5, 10. So he's cast his 5th level fireball, a 5th level cone of cold. Okay. Kind of humming along there in the back of the cave.
Yeah.
Sees Gilly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is that about right? Yeah. Perfect. I need Gilly, Justice, and Mirlin to make dexterity saving throws.
And I can't see him.
Mirlin, you're back up, right?
He is with
For
10.
now.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I got frightened by an ancient dragon. There's no looking away from that.
Not as such.
I got a 10 total.
You can reroll one of those.
Buddy.
Dexterity is not my strong suit.
The
like,
plus
period.
4. So we'll call it 42. Gilly.
21.
All right. So he re-rolls one of those. He increases it to 42. 21. She took 21 points of lightning damage, slamming into you. The chain lightning, and then shoots off of you and slams into Justice. Justice, dex save.
Down.
20.
20.
Yep.
You take 0, and then bounces off and slams into you, Merlin. And what I think you're unconscious no matter what. Minimum damage
Yeah.
is 21. Yeah. Strikes into you. Yeah. Okay. At the end of Mr. Krivitz's turn. Oh, man. Yeah, she's going to use 2 legendary actions to cast Thunder Wave. Selena and Sovelius. And you just make Constitution saving throws. She's going to cast it at a 4th level. Okay, Sevelius, it's con save. You're muted, buddy.
Sorry about that. 21.
Okay, so you do make it, even with her slightly increased DC from receiving the soul. You're going to take, I rolled an 8, an 8, a 7, and a 7, so you're going to take 30 points, half to 15 points of thunder damage, and you are not knocked back. Selena?
Okay, I'm unconscious then.
Okay.
Unless I absorb elements, which I will, because I have to, because, yeah.
I'll say.
Yep. That's a 19.
19, 15 points of thunder damage.
Okay, I'm gonna also absorb elements.
Okay.
Come on, catch up with me.
So you both hold up your hands and retract some of the thunderous energy. It slams into you. Neither of you are pushed back because you made it. Justice, it's your turn. I'm sure I skipped past you.
Justice is going to run forth and using his action is going to pour a potion of healing into Gilly's mouth.
Into whose?
Merlin's up first.
Merlin's.
Oh, Merlin. Okay.
Yep.
Into
Justice,
Merlin's.
Merlin's on deck. Yeah.
Got it.
Oh god, that could have been everything.
Into Merlin's mouth.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, save my friends.
Which healing potion do you use?
I will use
I believe there was a superior kicking about at one point.
Justice and I each have a superior.
There it is.
I'll use the
4 plus 8.
I'll use a superior.
Okay.
And I'll let Merlin roll the dice on that.
Okay.
And then let me see something. Oh, that's not. Whoop! I drew. Can you controls?
I can clear drawings. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. Okay.
I was just watching in the Age episode where you accidentally kept drawing too.
It's right there. And then I'm going to look over with murderous intent at Mr. Cribbits, and I'm going to clack my boots together and teleport adjacent to him.
Oh no.
Let's see.
It's your action. That's your bonus action. I think that's everything.
I'm thinking about something.
I think the superior is done. I'll look up the stats.
And
Yeah.
Matt, it was a wisdom save on that frighten, right? That I should have made at the end of my turn.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Supreme. We each have a supreme. It's a supreme potion of healing,
Really?
not superior. Yes. It's
Wha-
yeah. We got them from the Black Dragon Horde.
Oh, that's true. So that's
It's
what.
10d4 plus 20 hit points.
There you go.
Oh, that makes a difference.
I thought the 8d4 was wrong. I was like, this is not right. The
Well,
plus eight,
superior
no.
is 8, but supreme is
No, that's right. But I misspoke. It's supreme potions of healing. I just forgot which one was which.
There they are. I knew they'd come up eventually.
Sure
Matthew?
are.
Yes.
I'm gonna minor change to what I was gonna do. Instead of the boots, I just want to use Step of the Wind to dash over there.
Okay.
But then using those new rules, I get to make one melee attack if I use a key point.
Okay.
And
Isn't that with your action though?
isn't that with my action? Let me
Yeah.
pull
So
it
when
up.
you use your action to a key point, you use a bonus action to make a strike.
Okay, I thought it just said if I used a key point on my turn. Do you care if I look it up really quick?
I know that that's what the rule is. Or at
Okay.
least that's the rule I'm going to make. So you get over there. However you make it. Is that your turn?
Yeah, sure. Then I'll stick with what I was originally going to
And-
do.
Yep. You can look it up in between your turns.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Mirlin, how much did you heal for?
44.
10d. So you come to life and you see Justice like looking down at you, and then like a specter in the night, he vanishes and is gone. It is your turn. She's out of legendary actions for now.
And I'm
Okay.
down.
I'm just gonna say, all right, everyone up, and I cast Mass Cure Wounds at
Yes.
5th level because that's what I got.
3d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
8, 7.
Oh.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's the
so
most I think
17 plus
all
5,
of them down.
22 points of damage. Healing. Healing, not damage.
You suffer 22 points of damage.
It is an evocation spell.
Mm.
So
I'm
conjuring a sheer force of light, you in your hand, you slam it on the ground, it washes out, restoring that many hit points to your allies and yourself.
I'm gonna stand up and I'll use 15 feet. My wings are still out, so I'm gonna just fly 15 feet up.
Your wings are still out, and you have true seeing, and you can see her a little bit.
I wish I had a bonus action thing to do. Shit.
If you have healing word, you can do it. If you have spiritual weapon, you can do it. We play with spell driver rules, so you can cast one spell of a level, and then one spell of second level or lower.
Okay, so then I'll spiritual weapon at second level because that's what it is.
Where would you like to conjure that?
Can I see her?
You can conjure it in the square next to her. You have true sight, so you can see part of her. She has cover.
Okay, I'm gonna put it. That's not pinging. There's the pinging right there.
Sure. Yeah, that looks to be a little bit of a ledge.
Yeah, and it's gonna swing and hit her. Hopefully.
Grab this.
Natural 20.
Woo!
Yes!
Oh. So go ahead and double the dice and add your modifier.
That's a 1.
Because you have true seeing, so you can see her, so her AC is relevant.
Okay, so 4 plus 5 is 9. It was really crappy damage, but
hey,
9
it's
points of
damage. Slamming into her, conjuring a construct of pure light. Strikes into her. She can't fail that. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Did you add your 12 from your radiant?
12 points of radiant damage as well.
Yeah.
Got it.
Slams into her.
I forgot about that. I keep forgetting that.
Get
You're right,
wrecked.
That's still not enough for her to try to fail. Okay. She still doesn't have legendary actions. Gilly, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to move 20 feet here. Put Beacon of Hope up. It gets everyone except Justice.
Okay.
I'm going to, with my bonus action, down my Supreme Healing Potion.
Which is maximized.
Oh
That's
my
60
God.
points of healing for me.
Yes.
Chug your potions while you got them. Bonus action chug, folks. Forget about potions on your turn.
And then
Holy shit.
I'm going to move myself just with my last 5 feet of movement, just right over here.
Okay.
And that's all she wrote, folks.
Okay. This Syndrasyl's turn.
No.
She and you are now immune. Selena, since you made that save at the end of your turn, you're now immune to her frighten effect.
Okay.
Oh, this is really something.
Yeah, sure is.
She is gonna look down at you, Selena, and she's gonna make a series of attacks. You
Still can't see her, right? She's still invisible?
She is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. First attack. Oh, these are advantage because she's invisible. That will hit with 18 plus 15 is 32. So you're going to take 19 points of piercing damage. Second attack. 17 to hit?
Yep, 22 points of damage, right?
Yep, 22 points of damage.
I'm down.
And then the second strike is an automatic critical because it does hit you with a 30. You take 2 death saving throws.
Fuck.
Slamming into you. Selena, you see Selena fall. Sevilius, it's your turn.
All right. As my main action, I will reach down, touch Selena, and thunder step away.
Okay.
And use obliterating departure.
Of course you will.
So she makes a con save for that.
Okay. 20.
Oh yeah, that makes it. So hold on a sec. Spells you have to disappear. Object creatures.
So it'll be 4d6 on top of the 3d10 or whatever. Or well, 3d10. Are you casting at 3rd level?
Yes. So
3d10 and 3d6.
Yep. And I also get a melee attack before I leave.
Yep. 2 of you split off and you make
I'll
a strike.
resolve this first. So,
Okay.
10, 19, 22, 25, 30, 35 divided by 2.
35 divided by 2. Jesus.
17.
Oh yeah. Slams into her. Go ahead and make your attack. Resolve it as normal.
Good lord, that's hot damage.
3 on the dice, so that's a miss.
Strikes against her draconic hide. You teleport up to 90 feet away.
Yep. So we will go.
Only take me 80 feet away.
I'm not going the full 90 anyways.
Perfect.
We'll go over to here, behind these rocks.
Whew.
And then I will pour a potion into Selena's mouth as my bonus action.
It's an action to administer it to someone else.
Cool. Okay. Then I will drink my own potion.
Okay.
It's maximized.
Yep.
Maximize.
At the end of Sovelius's turn, can she see? She can't really see. She's gonna just move. She's gonna slide. 5, 10. You see her. Yeah. She's just gonna. Yeah. She's gonna have to. She uses 2 legendary actions to batter the wings, but no one's around. So she moves half her speed, which is 40 feet total. 80 feet, half to 40.
Oh, I don't like this.
That's kind of sheer wall. She can't really quite fit in there. She's gonna land right here.
Don't like it.
She sneers. Can't quite see her because she's invisible. Selena, it is your turn at the top of your turn.
Dead in the face.
And you make a death saving throw with advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Come on.
No nat ones. Oh, she rolls double ones.
Oh, that is cocked. Well, and what am I adding to this?
Nothing. It's just a straight roll.
6.
With advantage?
With advantage?
That's a 6 and a 3 on the dice.
With that, you take your 3rd death saving throw and you slip
I do.
into death.
I certainly do.
And Selena dies. Mr. Kribitz's turn. We're gonna pause this pretty soon. This is insane. Mr. Kribitz's turn. Hello there. As he's next to you, Justice. Any chance you could not kill me? And then he's just 1/6, both 5th. He says, "Okay, maybe not." And he's gonna. You hear a little skitter on the ground. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Is this a source of poison or anything like that?
No, it is thunder.
Thank you. Constitution saving throw would be a 17. 12 plus 5.
You make it.
Woo!
So you're gonna take half. Oh my god, 14. He strikes us. You're gonna take 14 points of damage total. Holy shit!
Is that
Strikes
halved?
Yeah, that's 28 halved to 14. Slamming you back, but you don't actually move back. You feel this force, wave of the force. He says, "Oh, that wasn't as effective as I had hoped."
Was that a spell?
It was. You have to see them for Mage Slayer.
Oh damn, he's still invisible.
Yeah, sure
Yeah.
is.
I think that you do have to. Thank you, Matthew.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna barely make it. He's gonna Misty Step.
Oh, actually, wait. It says when a creature within your reach
Go ahead and make your attack.
makes an attack. It doesn't say that you can see.
Go ahead and make your
Oh,
attack.
shit.
Straight roll because of the blade.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 17 plus 8, 25.
25 definitely hits. 25. You are fucking welcome for the ability to summon the Shadow Dagger, by the way.
I love you, Matthew. So that means that there is no sneak attack, unfortunately. 9 plus 4 is 13 points of psychic damage. Stunning strike.
Okay.
That's right. Right.
So con save
Stunning
first
death.
against the stunning strike. Fails. He's stunned. And then concentration save at disadvantage to maintain a spell. No, 7. So he drops out of invisibility.
Yes.
Motherfucker!
He says, "No, really, don't kill me."
Fuck that fucker up.
He hangs there for a second as he's winded. He's completely winded. That was just your reaction. That's the end of Mr. Krivitz's turn. The end of Mr. Krivitz's turn. She kills Selena. Civilius is still up. She knows you all. This is hard. She is going to just make. She's too. Oh, that's right. She can't cast. Damn. She's gonna cast Firestorm, but she can't. She's 2 legendary actions to wing attack. She's gonna use 1 legendary action just to take a swipe at you, Marilyn. It is not an advantage because you can see her ass.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to hit.
Okay.
You take 22 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And that is 1 legendary action used at the top of the round, and I think we're gonna have to pause it there.
Holy
Oh God.
Selena dead. Your enemy, your allies all around you at a significant. Some red health bars. Justice, you're doing good.
Oh.
We need to get Justice multi-classed into cleric.
Help.
I'll go on my religious arc. How's that? Dagger, dagger, dagger.
The assassin cleric.
Yep.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
This is
Oh.
fucking intense. This is nervous laughter over here.
You're telling me.
Oh no.
Just gonna take a minute here. Breathe, everyone breathe.
We got Revivify, huh?
Yeah. You got a couple revivifies.
Yeah.
Doesn't it take a minute to cast?
No, it has to be done
An
within
action.
a minute.
Just an action. But
Action,
yes,
but done.
within a minute of your death, it has to be cast. Y'all.
And I think the only one that can cast it is Gilly. So she goes down. Here we are.
I'm guessing
Do
Marilyn.
I have a diamond? I
You
haven't
would- you
spell
would.
prepared. Okay.
We got a
You
couple
have
healers.
access to diamonds with object interactions of various. Selene might even have some on her person. You have the ability to cast Revivify.
What is it about Selena caves and dying and coming back more powerful?
And dragons, green dragons.
Yeah.
Themes,
Green
I
dragon.
guess.
The themes.
Ooh.
Caves, green dragons, Selena dying. This is what.
I didn't do it this time. I just
No,
have to
you
say.
you didn't. This time.
That was a lot. That's-
Holy shit.
running encounters is stressful.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Being in the encounters is stressful.
Yeah.
Holy shit, y'all.
So Eli coming back next week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
you
all
want?
have me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta get your
Yeah.
arc to completion.
That's right. I mean, you can't just leave us in the middle of a dragon fight.
Right.
It's just
Correct.
like I just walk out. It's fine.
He's just
He's
like,
like,
you
you
know
know,
what?
Well,
Bye.
That's
I
it.
told my husband I would do everything to come back, and this ain't looking good, Prism.
Sorry.
That includes running away, actually. So
Sure does.
He like he slashes like one of our legs as he goes to like slow us down.
Bait.
Oh my god.
He's evil. They told us not to trust anything in the caves.
That's right. Not even
That-
yourselves. Not even
Including
That's
this
when
yourselves.
they
random
became
new
a fallen
ally.
Asmar.
Ooh,
Okay. Shall we go around to say our favorite moment and just say our goodbyes? We could go ahead, start counterclockwise with Liz.
I get a favorite moment. I'm dead. Here we are.
That could be a favorite moment.
Finally, I get to leave this game. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God.
Dreams in which I'm dying.
Open table.
Yeah, I'm teasing. So just the lead up to this, I mean, we've literally had the last 3 episodes. They're all just combat, and you think that would get tiresome? I mean, and I'm dead, so I might be done with it, but it's absolutely fascinating to watch, and we're good at this, so it's fun. So favorite moment, everything. And make sure you help out our friends over at Animal Helper. And of course, follow the channel, subscribe, help us go do a potato one shot where hopefully none of us die, but we'll see.
I'm guaranteed to die in all the one shots.
Correct.
Immediately.
And then,
A baked potato one shot.
yeah, that's right. And then watch our socials and our Discord over the next, I don't know, week and a half or so. We'll be announcing some new games coming, so keep an eye out for that. That should be fun. Hopefully, unless otherwise advertised, things you don't die in. But yeah, just keep an eye on our Discord and our socials, and I'm hoping those will be a source of excitement for you guys.
Cool. Chase.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chase. You can find me over on Twitch at Chase314S, or you can also find us on all of our socials where I post dank D&D memes on a almost daily basis. My favorite moment today, it has to be the True Sight and the Heroes Feast and like all the prep just like paying off so well, like, and Liz having that spell, that like that path one that's like, okay, that whole maze thing became just like a casual walk over there. That was awesome. Yeah, that was my favorite moment. And then I guess I would say, you know what, if you want to support us, head over or follow this link in chat and check out some of our merch. We got all kinds of cool and sweet stuff that's been designed all in-house by Alexis. And you can also follow a link down below. I don't think that we have a hyperlink for it. If you need any dice, check out Dice Envy, and that will help us out quite a bit.
We do have a hyperlink for it.
We do?
Yeah.
Is it like the exclamation point thing, or is it just the link down below?
Both, actually.
Ah! Dice Envy!
So that'll use our affiliate link automatically.
That's awesome.
That's me.
Cool. Alexis.
It comes to me. Hi, I'm Alexis. You can find me at FoxFanato on Twitters and such. And yeah. My favorite moment, I think. Oof. I just cannot get over Syndryssa murdering her follower with Meteor Swarm.
Not great.
Y'all, that was a moment. That was a moment where shit turned. And I'm gonna be thinking about that one for a long time. Matthew, that was amazing. Fuck, that was it made me feel a lot of things, mostly fear. That was a fucking power move. Oh, it was brilliant. It was good. It was
Ruthless.
terrifying and brutal and ruthless, and I loved it. Oh god, and I hated it and I loved it. Anyway, yeah, you can find me here a lot where I do like a lot of the graphic work and I make a lot of merch, and I also co-run Dragon Heisters on Tuesdays, and we're gonna, unfortunately, was suffering from a migraine last night, so we didn't have an episode, but this coming Tuesday, we're gonna get to meet somebody very important to Johnny. And it's not entirely great, so
It never is.
it never is with
It's
the
always
garbage
easy.
liars.
Are
so.
you my father?
Are you my father? We're gonna meet somebody. It's gonna be great.
Good shit. Okay, reliable.
Hey, you can find me at _reliable1 on the Twitterverse. This has been like such an experience, the whole thing, and I'm so excited to be able to come back next week again. Probably favorite moment out of like everything was like Chase was saying, like doing all the prep and then coming up and like through True Sight seeing the meteor swarm trap, and I'm like, no, get that out of here. Even though we still got hit with a fireball or whatever, but it was fine. Could have been worse. Not really much to plug. Please subscribe to Dice Priori. I'm trying to see some space potatoes. Please.
Awesome. Rob.
Pyromancer 804 on Twitter. Oh boy, what a plug. Podcasts will hopefully be fully up to date by next week. And I will also be updating. They will have new season numbers and episode numbers to line up with what we have on YouTube. So, yeah, good times. Catch up. Listen to those. Favorite moment. Oof. I could have swore we were going to be TPK'd if she cast like a Thornwall with a legendary action while Gilly and Merlin were down, and me and Selena were less than 20 HP each.
She didn't have any left. I wanted too bad, but she didn't have any left.
Yeah. Jeez.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, that's me. Hi, folks. I am Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. Follow me there where I post stuff sometimes. Okay. So I run this, obviously. And then on Fridays, you can see me running Big Boy Season, a Storm King's Thunder campaign with some wonderful people from the esports world. C9 May, C9 Crowan, Casanova, Tomster, and Faye. Wonderful competitive esports players who have also started racking up a couple of player deaths ever since I cranked up the encounter levels and experiences. That is Fridays, 9:30 p.m. CDT. And then on Saturdays, you can find me at Twitch TV/Corey Hickson, where I play in Blades in the Dark for the next 2 weeks. I think we have 2 to 3 more episodes. So I play a whisper there named Squall, and he's very strange. My favorite moment had to have been the True Sight, the Find Traps, the standing at the precipice, like choosing those. That is where D&D lives for me. When people think about what's going on, take the context clues, use their abilities. Like I love when Justice was like, this could be a deception, because way before I was like, okay, she's gonna dream Selena, she's gonna nightmare, and she's gonna try to get her contact. She's gonna show her the cave, but it's the false cave, it's the trapped one, and she's gonna lead her all the way there. And she's gonna meteor swarm with the trap, and y'all foiled that, and I was like, oh yes, foil it, because I don't know how y'all would have survived had it not been foiled. But that's 12th level play. Just a little bit of thoughtfulness, some creative use of your skills, and we'll just have to see 3 more episodes of Blade in the Dark. Thank you, Corey. We'll have to see how it all ends. Tomorrow, we'll have to see how it all goes. Reliable, you'll be joining us next week?
Yeah.
Thank you. We're
Nice.
so happy to have you, and thank you so much for joining us during this remote leg of Ghost of the Machine. I couldn't ask for a better player. You're absolutely wonderful. Thank you for
So
being
glad you
Thank
decided
you
to
for
play a
having me.
cleric,
Oh, yeah.
because the healing and the true seeing have come in clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clerics are nice. All
they're
right.
so good.
We're gonna
Multi-class.
raid someone.
Maybe I'll roll up a cleric.
Should we should we roll the credits while we figure out who we're gonna raid?
Sure.
We'll just roll the credits again since they're new and fun. Love you all.